Hey, everybody, I'm Mike.
I'm Bob.
I'm Tim.
I'm Bob.
Big J.
And I'm Jason.
Yes.
And this is the Board Game Rundown. Welcome to Whiskey Wednesday, post-Grand Con edition. And we've brought our friends, the guys from the G3 Boardroom with us today. Guys, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome. Thanks for having us.
There we go.
So we met you guys at Gen Con, and that was actually kind of very pretty random. We all signed up. Well, you guys signed up like you're supposed to for a learn to play of Cattywampus. We just sort of showed up and crashed the party, and that's how we met, playing a game of Cattywampus.
Yeah, we flexed executive privilege there, is what I like. You know, that was us using our
guy who knows the guy, you know?
Yeah. That's all.
It was literally the Spider-Man meme. We were all wearing our branded stuff. You guys had your branded stuff, and it was hey. And hey, we're a YouTube channel. Hey, you're a YouTube channel. Let's super cop up and do this together.
Yeah.
I was down at the other
streams.
Yeah. It's just it's across the street.
Right.
I was down on the other end of the table. I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, oh, Jason's talking to some people, making some connections. I'm just trying to win this game, you know.
Which we played wrong.
Oh, we played wrong. We had fun, which means we won.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Right.
We didn't lose. Yeah, it's not wrong if you enjoyed it.
Right.
True.
The rules police weren't coming through the door. If you're having fun, you're doing it right. So we had a good time.
Yeah, we don't need the rules police.
Yeah.
It was bothering me that everyone was playing wrong.
There's the rules police.
I kept saying to Jason, no, it's got to be this way. We were like kind of going back and forth a little bit about.
You know what was funny? After our series of play tests, they sort of like modified the rules, because one of the things we were doing, it looks like everybody else was doing as well, which was you were supposed to like discuss your final guess and then give like a group collective answer as to your guess. But so many people were just firing off guesses and they were going correct that I think they've officially modified the rule for that now. So
the tail wagging the dog in that case.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first game we've broken, that's for sure. And I'm glad that game was in such a position that the developer wanted to make an alteration based on us all having fun, because that's the whole point. You know, we had fun doing it this way, and so if he altered some things, super. You know, it was an enjoyable time. But, you know, you'll probably hear me say this 100 times this stream, which is if you enjoy the people you're playing with, you're probably going to enjoy the game you're playing. We had fun playing with you guys, and here we are.
Yeah, it worked out really well, I think, because we sat down and nobody had any problems immediately just giving everybody a hard time and just like joking around. Like everybody was at ease like very quickly. And that's my preferred table, right? You know, I get like a few minutes of kind of just feeling people out and see what you can do. You know, and like see how far you could push with some jokes and things like that. But like to just be able to sit down and just be very comfortable, you know, right away is always a relief, especially with like playing a new game or learning a game, even if it's something light like a party game. But even better to have like sort of a rowdy group for a party game. You know, like, I mean, I'll play Terraforming Mars the way we play Cattywampus. I don't care if we play it wrong, as long as it's fast and we have fun. Let's go. But for a party game, man, you don't want a bunch of stuffed shirts. You know, you want to have some people that are going to laugh and not be too precious about themselves. So it worked out well.
To answer Carlos's question, I believe I said it at least once, maybe not in that exact nomenclature, but considering we're playing a party game, it's like, we're having fun. Who cares?
Well, and I think that the person that was teaching us wasn't super clear on a bunch of the rules anyways. And then maybe by the time they realized that we were like off the rails, they're like, they're having fun. I'm not going to bother, you know, fixing it.
Yeah, it's too late.
It's still in development anyway. So we'll just take credit in the rule book. That's fine.
That's right. We'll be looking for our credit. We'll hit Googs up. We'll hit Tony up. We'll be like, come on, guys. We want dev cred.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with playing a game wrong. We play games wrong all the time. But I guess when I air quotes are because the developers always come up to us and they're like, why are you doing that? Like, because we want to. Or we'll push some mechanic or something, or we get really, really vindictive. Hey, can you do this? And they say, well, yeah, I guess you can. Good, I'm going to do it.
Never a trip to a malice, what you can chalk up to stupidity.
Oh,
so
yeah.
We're not playing your game wrong on purpose. All right, we're just
we're just some knuckleheads, man. Like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, I get it if you are trying to review and critique a game and you've played it wrong. And so because of the things you got wrong, it's like, well, actually, if you were playing it right, you may not have had that problem. I respect that.
Right.
But if I go, I love this game, blah, 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 and they're like, well, actually, you played it wrong. It's like, well, don't like rain on my parade, dude. I just said I loved it. Like, calm down.
Right. Yeah. Maybe
like,
I should play that way.
Yeah, maybe I wouldn't love it if I played it your way.
Yeah. Oh, your way.
You haven't made it on YouTube until somebody rules corrects you on a video.
Actually,
oh wow, I've been corrected
more times than we can count.
Well, by that measure, I mean we're what? We're cultural icons, I suppose. Yeah.
I had someone correct me on like location or something too. I was on a trip and I posted a video or I posted something on Facebook about, I was here looking around this town for a game store, but they didn't have one. But I found this game, and some guy almost immediately commented, "Oh yeah, there's one on 4th Street." I was like, "Okay,
you idiot."
I don't know how many times I walked past it. I mean, it was like a small town of like a couple thousand people, and I missed the game store. Like,
famously, 4th Street is the default location for game stores in small towns. So that's kind of on you.
It's kind of on you, yeah.
Yeah.
No, this sort of like I'm feel like I'm being hearkened here. So, which one of you was in Alaska recently?
It was me, and that's the town.
Oh, geez, check your bingo card.
So that was me that made the comment that you were in Ketchikan. Because, and I only know this because
here we go. Mike's an Alaska expert.
Well, if you take a cruise up the Inside Passage, there's only 3 towns you can visit. That's it. So, and then there's a couple others that are outside of there, and pretty much all of them go to the same places. But I just know that Board Game Geek does a cruise every year or every other year, and they always go to that same store in Ketchikan. So I just sort of knew to look it up in advance. So I was like, hey, if you're still there, go to this store. Because I thought it was a pretty good store being out in the middle of freaking nowhere with like 800 people there. I was pretty impressed by it. So
I love that it was actually Mike that was the one that got you. That's so good.
It totally was me.
And I love that I didn't say. And I love that I didn't say what I really feel. I love that I didn't really say what I felt about that comment. So,
man, missed opportunity.
That was not supposed to be a actually moment. It was more like, hey, if you're still looking for the store, there is one. I swear to you. So
it's sort of not ruined, but I was bummed for like the next couple of days. I'm like, oh, it was right there. It was probably in my line of sight at some point, and I just didn't clock it.
Now, Mike, does it look like a game store from the outside?
No, actually not at all.
Okay.
In fact, the thing you would have noticed about it is that it has Masonic Lodge in a baby blue building above it. And at no point is the signage really that prevalent. It just looks like the Masonic Lodge. It's a really strange layout.
Our game store is next to a Masonic Lodge. It should have been.
Yeah, it is.
Ours is too. I have
weird.
Like within a block of my house, and it's underneath the Masonic Lodge.
Wow.
Vast conspiracy.
So we just discovered some.
Hold on a second. There's too many connections now.
The Triforce.
I'd like this to be the last Whiskey Wednesday because we're all going to,
we know too much.
We walked past the Masonic Lodge, and I remember noting it because a relative got married at like a Masonic temple downtown. And so I remember seeing it. So that's even worse.
I'm just how stealth this game store is, just because I always thought it was funny. Tell me how you would know this is a game store.
There's a skull and like 2 pirate swords in that bottom left mirror there. Or window.
That's it.
That's it. That's my key.
No,
That's the
Mike.
logo for the store.
Hold on, Mike. I'm tired of you walking back your vicious attack on his Facebook picture. I want to point out right now how you know that's a game store. Because it's next to a Masonic Lodge. Duh.
Yeah.
That's how you know.
He already said I ruined his vacation for the next 3 days. So job
That's
complete.
perfect.
That's what I was going for.
You know, I
That is
do
perfect.
have to say it's on you though, Jay. Like seriously, the first thing I do when I get to any hotel is I put in board game store near me.
Oh,
So,
I look
that's
for
on
bed
you,
bugs. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think-
Lesson learned. The next time I'm in Alaska, no problem.
There's
Do you like to go to Alaska? Like, or is that your first time and probably your only time?
Do you
Oh,
go there?
probably first and only.
Okay. Just checking, asking for a friend. Make sure next time you share vacation pictures that you block Mike from seeing them so that he cannot correct you on game store
true.
locations.
that is true.
That's
Well,
great.
we're off to an amazing start.
Yeah, absolutely. So maybe
Yeah.
we should talk about G3 Boardroom.
Let's
Nah.
do that.
All right, Jason, go ahead.
Why do I? Oh, all right. It's pretty well known, at least in our group, that once you get me talking, I'm the guy who does all the talking. I'm probably not going to shut up. That's why I'm trying
got
to
one of
keep my
those.
mouth closed. Yeah. All right. All right.
As a matter of fact, if I could just say before you get started, Jason, in preparation for Jason doing so much talking, since there's 6 of us, it's going to be difficult for Bob and I to interject, but I've come prepared and I've got little visuals here for things that come up, responses and typical conversations that
Nice.
we'll have. So these are just typical things that I might be
Nice.
saying when Jason is
There you
talking
go.
about certain
We have those as
stories.
well.
And- yeah, so
Well done.
Jason, I'm ready for you.
Yep. Yeah, they've got those for me too. So
That's fair.
please,
So,
please continue, my kindred spirit.
yeah, fair enough. So, what we do is we're a board game channel. We do all manner of content for board games. We like to do a thing called Inside Board Games, where we interview people within the board game sphere, developers, other YouTube channels that we can collaborate. And you see one right there, which is for Academy Games. No hate mail, please. Interesting story about Academy Games. So this poor guy put out a.
I like Uva.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. But he had a Kickstarter that he's been sitting on for a little too long. And so we did this interview on a whim at a local con called Nerdfest. It's put on by local guys called the Gamecasters. And so we went there and we set up interviews with board game designers who were there. And we had no idea that this guy was like a controversial figure. And I'm watching our analytics on YouTube, and all of a sudden it's spiking like crazy for us, not for you guys, but for us. All of a sudden I'm just watching it tick up, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? And down in the comment section, they're like, I've been waiting for my Kickstarter for 3 years, and this guy is this, and this guy's that. I've said, well, I guess there's, even bad publicity is good publicity. And so our numbers for that video did pretty well. What was interesting is about a week later, I just had King of Average on in the background, and he does a lot of Kickstarter stuff. He pretty much all he does is Kickstarter stuff.
Right.
And he's like, oh, well, I got this tip that these guys at the G3 Boardroom. I'm like, we've been mentioned. We've been noticed. But yeah, unfortunately, the guy was taking a lot of hate for his Kickstarter, which has taken far too long to deliver. But again, so what we do is we do reviews, we do playthroughs. We've done some how to play stuff. We do unboxings. We just basically are on the board game sphere for games we like to play, for games we like to do. We like to get the newer stuff out there when we can, but really we just produce games we like to play. And how did it all come about? Probably the same way you guys came about. We had 3 guys playing board games, enjoy each other's company, and you know what? We had a lot of fun. Let's start putting this stuff out there for other people to see, and they'll have fun too. We try to keep it light, we keep it humorous. We don't bring in the heavy stuff too often. There's one of my favorite ones, lovely AI pandas. They got my hat like perfectly on the intro for that one. But yeah, that's basically how we came about. We've been doing this for about 4 years now, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's a little bit on the light side. But we're always looking for friends in the industry or just friends in general who enjoy the hobby of board gaming.
Absolutely.
That's funny
What
because
up,
you guys have
Sam?
been doing it as long as I've been a backer for
Yeah.
Stellaris.
Oh,
April
boy.
5th, 2021. Yeah, still waiting on that one. So.
I do have to say the guy from King of Average, he did us a solid because comments were starting to go negative, and he said, the guys at G3 Boardroom, this is not their fault. They're just trying to keep fun in the hobby, and so you don't need to blow them up. So he did do us a solid on that, which was really nice. But yeah, that was an interesting interview. And we talked to Uwe about it a year later at Gen Con. He had no idea who we were.
Oh, sure.
So
Yeah, now this was way back when maybe that Kickstarter was supposed to be delivering originally. We did some stuff with him. I don't know that we ever had him in the booth to interview him though, but
No.
we covered a couple Academy games. And I've talked to him, a couple times, and he and his wife, I like them. I think they're super nice people.
absolutely, he's nice. He's engaging. He's a friendly guy.
Yeah, he's very friendly. We have a video that we did for a game called Hike It that was on Kickstarter 3 years ago, Mike.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
And we're still like it hasn't, like the designer, a dude that we genuinely like, and I feel like we know him personally. I mean, even though he lives in a different state, but a dude that I enjoy talking to, and just is not the best communicator with like delays in his Kickstarter and things like that. And we did a couple videos. We did like a full teach and like a preview video, and every couple of months, it's like the same 3 people will just comment every once in a while, like, a video for a game that will never come out, a video for, this guy who stole all my money
for a game that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
You want to
like,
ask this guy when the game's going to show up?
Yeah.
Like, I feel bad, like, I know he's not a bad dude, and he's not like stealing anybody's money or anything. It's just that the game had production delays, and he's not doing the best job of like relaying that information. But I also can't just go out there and speak for him because I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, he knows all the details, and that's not my fight, like, it's like, I just want to defend him as a person, as a human.
And that's the thing about these is, there are some things that go badly, and there are some people who are out there doing bad things, but none of these guys really deserve the death threats and some of the things that come. That's unacceptable. But yeah, I didn't back that one, so I don't know. My next Kickstarter will not be delivered until summer next year. I backed Hearts of Iron on the recommendation of my 18-year-old son. So you take advice from an 18-year-old, you get what you deserve. So we'll see what happens with that.
There was, regarding these delayed Kickstarters, there was something Jeremy Howard said last week when we had him on the show. And that was also, Jason, you mentioned a 4-hour stream. Yeah, that was that one. Yeah, I probably should have taken a nap before that one, but I didn't. But he said the people that design games don't have ill intent. They're not going out there to take your money. They genuinely just enjoy the hobby and want to create something that other people enjoy. But they're also not all business people. And so some of that stuff falls behind the creative sense that got them to put a game out there in the first place. So
yes.
Yeah, it's rare to find the designer who's also a exceptionally savvy business person who is also an exceptionally savvy marketing person. It's rare.
Correct.
Yeah.
Sam
Yeah,
Stockton.
correct.
A lot of times
whole package there.
Person or 3 people, and it's a family, and this is like their livelihood. So yeah.
So just for clarification, I did get the early bird deluxe edition on the.
Oh, you got the bird, all right.
Yeah, I got it. Still waiting. It hasn't left the nest yet. So.
The last thing I backed, and Jason's been giving me a hard time about this. I backed Philharmonics, like, I don't know, 10 years ago. I don't know how long ago it was. It was a long time, a couple of years. And I keep getting their emails like, oh, look at this production pictures, which could have been anything taken anywhere. And, I kept getting all those. And then I started getting their emails about, hey, back our new game that's coming out. And I'm like, wait a minute. Let's get your old one to me first.
Yeah.
Although supposedly it's on a train to Chicago right now. We'll see.
There you go.
By the way, I keep seeing Eric popping up there from Kiwi Games. Hey, Eric, sorry we missed you at Grand Con.
How'd you miss him? He's 12 feet tall.
Yes, yeah, right. He must have been sitting down. I don't know.
Like on the floor, so it looked like he was table level.
Here was his earlier comment there.
I got to give Eric a hard time because I love that dude.
I am
all
putting
people are awesome.
I am putting all their links in the chat, but if it's easier for some of you, I've got all their socials in the description as well. So give them a free sub. Dave Rossi already said he did. So we're going to refresh and see if this subscriber number goes up. We call this the Board Game Rundown bump.
Let's do it.
If you don't gain a subscriber during the show, I will keep refreshing until somebody subs to your channel, damn it. So
what's the longest stream?
There we go.
What's the longest stream you've ever had?
Let's get a few more.
Oh, Lord. Yeah. And that was just me and Googs.
Yeah.
I think that was a 2-man stream. That's because there was nobody there to like rein me in and be like, Tim, shut up. Tim, shut up.
Hit the wrap it up button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Googs was there for it too, man. It wasn't like I was, he can go.
He can go a while.
He can go.
The
He can
marathon
go.
man.
He's my guy.
We appreciate the bump. I was going to start doing that shut down the rundown stuff, but
yeah, no, you should still do that. There's still time.
So speaking of which, real quick, friend of the show, actually the designer of Caddy Wampus, Tony Lawthorne, owns a design company. And Mike, if you don't mind standing up real quick and showing the shirt.
Oh, please be wearing pants.
Please be wearing pants.
Okay.
So there's the front. We got the running meeple. And then on the back of the shirt.
The shirt, Mike.
The shirt.
There we go.
Shut down the rundown
at the top.
So I thought that was pretty awesome. Yeah, you're good.
Compliments to Tony Lahorn. He goes, not a sponsor. Well, maybe a sponsor.
That's right. He could be.
We're working on that. And then we got to give our favorite troll, Chris Charlwood, the credit for the shut down the rundown hashtag.
Right. He was
all the way up.
He popped it. Yep, there it is. Popped in here earlier. Gave us a shutdown on the rundown.
Hey, we're up to 615. We got 4 subs.
Hey,
there we go. There we go.
Props to Mike for his camera awareness. That was pretty impressive. Back to the camera.
That was good placement. TBD, Carlos. We'll let you know if we get some available.
TBD. We are working on that as well.
Actually, mine might be for sale.
We've got a guy now. So
yeah, that is true. We are getting to the point where the 4 people that consistently ask us for merch are like, you know what, we should sell merch. So that tells us that there's a demand, and we're going to pretend like there is a demand. So we'll create the supply. But no, it's cool. I would love to. I would freak out if I saw somebody wearing one of our shirts somewhere.
That's not us.
That's not us. Yeah. Usually I see Bob and I freak out, but for different reasons.
Cool.
It kind of reminds me of the one time that we were recognized at Gen Con. And I mean, our channel is small. In fact, statistically, we may not even have a channel. We're not sure, because usually, like with views, you measure views on YouTube in the tens of thousands, And with like a plus or minus 5,000 views, I don't think we've ever gotten 5,000 views on any of our videos. So
That's not true.
There's a statistically significant chance that we don't exist as a channel.
The corridor video is closing on 8,000.
You're like Schrodinger's YouTube channel. You like
that's because you played it wrong.
Yes.
Right.
We played deliberately wrong though. It's a game. Corridor is meant to be played with 2 players or 4 players. We played it with 3, and for whatever reason, it's really big in India. I cannot figure out that. I don't know why, but geographically, India is just always hitting that video. So
yep. Next time, underwater. Wait for that one.
We could play Too Many Bones. Too Many Bones is 100% waterproof, including the box and the manual.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
But I was gonna say really quick that it was just weird. Someone recognized us at Gen Con like a year ago, and it was funny because she's sitting at the table playing with Jason and I, and she didn't say nothing, but Jason left to take a work phone call because I guess he's important or something. And as soon as he leaves, she's like, "Oh, I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, I recognize you guys really like your channel. I didn't want to say, but my husband likes you a lot better. He doesn't like that other guy."
Yeah.
I believe the word obnoxious was used.
Nice.
Okay.
Wow. You are the me of your channel. Listen, I'm an acquired taste is all.
His wife is still trying.
Yeah. 15 years and she's still trying to figure it out. Just to answer Steph's question, Steph wanted to know what are we all drinking? Alcohol or not, doesn't matter. Call you out. Mr. Rice, what you got up there?
I am drinking water with orange tangerine flavoring in it.
That sounds like a Colts loss to me. All right, Bob, what are you drinking?
I am still sipping on this double oaked up Woodford Reserve.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, I am hitting the hard truth tonight. It's a sweet mash 4-grain bourbon. Not a sponsor, but could be. I need to actually email them and see if that's actually could be a thing.
There you go.
How about you, other Bob?
Water with grape flavoring.
That sounds like a Lions loss. I just say that because you're in the Detroit area.
Yep.
I am actually empty now.
What was it?
It was just water, but now I'm thirsty, and again, I talk too much, so now I'm out of water.
Now you sound like,
You're
and
in
I say
trouble.
this
You got to get
speaking
one of
from
these
experience.
spaghetti.
Now you sound like a Bears fan. You're empty inside, and you're just
thirsty.
thirsty. You're
Thirsty
just
for the end
thirsty
zone.
for a win.
Championship maybe would be nice.
I mean, look, let's not get crazy. Let's just beat the Packers once a year.
Baby steps.
Baby steps.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just drinking LaCroix.
There you go.
Lime.
Oh, swamp
Yeah,
water.
Labatt.
Like
Got a
Labatt
Labatt
earlier.
on deck.
Yeah.
He's got
I know
a
you're Canadian.
he's got a I had a good joke for the LaCroix and I lost it. It was something like,
Well, I mean-
aged in double oak,
Yeah.
LaCroix.
Yeah.
Are both those Canadian?
LaCroix? Yeah, it's got to be. There's
It
like,
sounds French. Like French.
it's got like 11 letters to make the oi sound. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
probably.
Yeah. And I think it's LaCroix, eh?
Yeah.
The best description I ever heard of LaCroix was LaCroix tastes like somebody was shouting a name of a fruit from another room.
Nice.
Like, yeah, all right.
Oh, Eric got some dragon's milk while at
The
Grand Con.
Origins is the whiskey. So when we first started doing Whiskey Wednesday, that was like the big, like the one of the more expensive bottle purchases I made very early on when we started doing the live show. I have not had it since, and I've been wanting to get some. I maybe should have looked for it while I was up there.
So is it just whiskey aged in dragon oak casks or what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
it is.
I discovered the awesomeness that is the Wild Bills. You buy a mug and then you just get endless pop, and they have really good root beer. So
they have that at Origins and Gen Con, right?
I do now. I mean, yeah, I was told that, and I was like, what? So yeah, I'll be taking my mug, and you pay $10, and for the day you can go get free refills.
Wait a second, those mugs were only $10?
No, the mugs were more.
Oh.
So the day you buy it, you get free. I think it was
A
like
lot
$50, right? You buy it, you get like the mug, and you get like a lid and a straw, and then you got free refills that day. And then for each day, it's $10. You go in the morning, you pay $10. They put a little thingy on your handle, and you can just go up and get free refills all day.
So
But you gotta
50
keep using it. They're
so
always at
Thursday
over
60, then Friday 70, Saturday 80, Sunday. So you got to drink $90 worth of root beer.
Yeah,
for
it's
the
like if you go to the
weekend.
restaurant, that's like 4 drinks.
Yeah, the key is you keep bringing your mug in
Yeah, you got to
subsequent
keep
years,
Plus,
like
it's have a
I
nice
have
mug that
failed
I
to
can use
do.
for other things too.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah, I
like
wanted to
double
pick up one of those.
insulated and everything else, like a Yeti.
I tell you, I'm thinking about $90 worth of root beer. My kidneys already hurt. No,
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
that
that
just
is
makes me
why-
have to pee.
that is
Um,
why I am drinking water instead of whiskey.
Mike took the root beer challenge at checkout.
Oh. All right, so as far as the actual main topic, you guys did pick a spicy one. I don't remember who picked it, but somebody picked most overrated games. So why don't you guys talk about why we picked this one?
Okay, we're about to see, ladies and gentlemen, why the G3 Boardroom does not do live streams.
Nice.
Get ready for this. Who wants to start? Bob?
Well, he asked why we chose the topic. So
Why we chose?
Oh,
the
okay,
topic.
good. Let's go back and tell him, Jason.
I think it's because I don't like to do anything more than I like to complain. And so, and there's the games on my list. I'm sure people think they're good games, but the very fact that I think they're overrated, I can't understand why people like them. And I'm absolutely certain that these are going to be some of your guys' favorite games.
I think that the
somebody once said if nobody liked the games, they wouldn't be overrated.
This is true.
That's true.
So,
True. So,
I think the locus of our thought on this didn't go too far. I think that I wanted to do it because I knew that some of the games that I think are overrated, like Jason really, really likes, and I think vice versa. And anytime we can, stick our thumb in each other's eyes or something.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Take that opportunity.
Carlos has got a good question. Mike, take it. You got it. You were going there.
Oh, do you think there's a difference between a game being overhyped when it launches versus becoming overrated over time?
I think so.
absolutely.
In fact, one of the
Absolutely.
games on my list is one that kind of fits in that category.
Which one?
Nope.
It's a game that was
you can't tell
might
his
have been
list
overhyped
now.
when it was launched,
No.
and then now
No,
now it's kind of fallen into overrated.
There were two facets to the question: being overhyped when it launched or becoming overrated
Oh,
over time.
I thought it was. I thought you were.
He's asking, is it
sorry.
I'm not
was it
asking
overhyped?
what your game is yet.
That's what I thought you were doing.
That's
I'm
what
like,
it sounded
Jesus,
like.
Mike. We're
That's
not
what I
even
thought for a
started.
second too. I was like, Mike, don't ask him. He's gonna blurt his name out.
Yeah, we'll save that. Okay,
My
so
apologies, Mike.
it's all right. Before we jump into the actual list, do you guys want to add anything as far as like what you think makes a game overrated versus being overhyped? We have done some similar topics recently. We've had some guests, specifically this year, that have picked some really spicy topics. Like we did do overrated games a few months ago, but it's been long enough to where I've got all new picks. We did do, Jeremy picked after the hype games last week, and I feel like, again, this is a totally different list. And we even did one hit wonders, which is also a totally different list, but they kind of fall into that same spicy category. Is there any way you guys sort of deciphered hype versus rating or anything like that?
I kind of see the difference as hype comes from the industry side or people like us, who maybe get these games a little bit earlier or know about them a little bit earlier, and whereas the overrated comes just from like the user side.
Mhm.
So it would be makers overhype, players overrate.
There you go.
I agree.
I think that's a fair way to put it. The creators that get access to the games before they're out generate the hype stream, and then it's the people that
Hacks.
get to play it and put their comments on BGG that generate the ratings.
See, I think what can happen too, a lot of times, contributing to the hype, I think what you'll see on BGG a lot are people, okay, I've backed this game. To back it at full, it cost me $400. It's got to be a 10. I'm going to put a 10 on here. Now I'm associating myself with that game. And so if you try to say anything about it, they think you're attacking them personally, and it becomes a whole thing like that. And so,
well, they do that until their game
to
is
the hype machine for sure.
Until their game is 1 month late, and then they change their review to a 1.
To
And
a
they're like,
1.
these people are crooks,
right.
and they're monsters.
Right.
And so I've seen that contribute to the hype machine as well. Well, I'm backing it, and so it's a 10. It's the greatest thing ever. And then I can't tell you how many mediocre games I've played that were, hyped for the ceiling. I can't. What was that game? Jay will ever remember. There was a game we played at Gen Con a couple Gen Cons back. That was this big miniatures game. It had to be about the worst thing I've ever seen put the cardboard. Couldn't even tell you what the name of it is. Couldn't find it on Board Game Geek anyway.
I'm going to throw to one more question, and then we'll get this list started. And it's, are there certain mechanics or themes that tend to get overhyped? I feel like worker placement games are always overhyped. Everybody goes nuts over worker placement games.
Well, it's a great mechanism.
I think there's too many.
There is one specific mechanic that I'm going to talk about at length, so I don't want to ruin it. We'll come back.
Save it. All right.
That's fair. Now, Mike and Bob, did you guys have any specific approach for your list? Because we asked them.
Mine are fairly highly rated games. And actually some of the games I like, but I just think they're rated too high. So
same as
I don't dislike all these games. I just think that they're rated too high.
I tried to stay away from games that we talked about on those other episodes I mentioned. Although there's a couple that still snuck in here because they've gone so high up BGG, I can't ignore how high they are on the rating scale. All of mine are in the top 600.
Oh, mine are in the top.
Mine are too.
Yeah. We've went at detail at the top 100, so I don't think I have any in the top 100 actually.
Oh, okay.
I think we also wanted to do this topic because we had done for our channel like our top underrated games, like games that we think are brilliant, they're great, and they don't get nearly enough credit. And so my list really does consist of games that I just think they receive way too much credit. I don't know why they get the love in the community that they do. Frankly, I just don't like them.
Hey, it's totally fair. Totally fair. I mean, that's
I tried to pick some that were rated high because there's a lot of games that I hate that everyone else hates too. So I mean, that's obviously not really an overrated situation. So
I really just looked Bob's 5 favorite games and just made a list 5 games that I think.
Yeah, like which ones does he love? How can I hurt him?
Yeah.
What's great is that there's 2 Bobs he's attacking with just one rock.
That's right.
Yeah. Once again, showing how he's like Tim, just attacking Bob over and over.
2 Bobs, 1 stone. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's efficiency.
Small Bob with big stones. Yeah.
It's
Too many
just
Jasons, too many Bobs.
Yeah.
So usually when we do these, like I'll start off first, and then we'll go to Tim, and then we'll go the clockwise around. And Mike likes to back cleanup, so
it works.
So it'll be Bob, Tim, Bob. It's just fun to say.
Bob, Tim, Bob,
Tim sandwich. All right. So I guess since Bob showed us how it's done, he gets to get us started with his number 5.
all right. So my number 5, it's one of the ones I was talking about where I did enjoy this game, but the fact that it's rated so much higher than a game that's made by the same designer that came out after it is so much better. I'm surprised that Dwellings of Eldervale is as high as it is. At a 121, I enjoyed Dwellings. It was fine, but Andromeda's Edge is so much better that I feel like it should be rated higher than Dwellings.
Okay, full disclosure, Bob. Which
there's-
copy do you own? Which version?
Not Mike's copy.
No, but I mean, there's
mean?
Dwellings and Andromeda's Edge.
I own both.
Oh, do you?
I do.
I thought you just had Andromeda's Edge. Never mind. My joke doesn't work then.
No, I know. It was a good try.
I wasn't aware.
I gave up a
either.
mic. I gave up on trying to get mics, so I ended up picking up my own copy. Right there.
The problem, Bob, is that because one came out first, it's had more time to generate ratings.
Yes, I understand that, but people.
But I
should get on
agree.
the friggin' train of Andromeda's Edge and play that.
Dwellings is not as good as Andromeda's Edge, but it's going to take a little longer. I mean, it took a while for Dwellings to get this high. They had supply issues at first. They didn't print enough
They did.
copies.
They did. That is true. But yeah, I mean, Andromeda's. I mean, look at that. What's it rated? 200 and something.
31.
Yeah, 231. Yeah. And so it's like 100 points lower than Dwellings is, and that's criminal.
It's
So
only been
it's
out
not
a
to
year,
speak
though.
ill of Dwellings. Like I said, I played it. I thought it was fine, but Andromeda's was so much better that when I saw that relationship on how like they were so far different, that I was like, no, that's overrated. It should be lower and at least below Andromeda's Edge.
I'm going to say stretch because the game's Andromeda's only been out about a year. And that
Jesus,
Oh
Weird.
boy.
3,000 to 4,000 games coming out a year.
Mm.
It takes longer than a year for it to find its final resting place. I think Andromeda's is going to keep going up.
Yeah.
But that's not his point. His point is that Dwellings is overrated.
Correct.
His point was that it's rated higher than Andromeda's.
They were both my points.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Mike, quit
Right.
gatekeeping Bob's
They're not
list.
mutually exclusive. You could have both points in the same.
Both things can be correct. Yeah.
That's right.
So, Mike, are you saying that it hasn't been around long enough to really get into overhyped territory? Overrated territory? That it might just still be an overhyped territory?
No, I don't think Andromeda's Edge is overhyped at all. I just think that it's not going to catch Dwellings in its rating for several more months. It may be even like mid next year where it passes Dwellings, because Dwellings took a long time to get into the 200s because there just weren't that many copies out there. And Andromeda's Edge is a big, fairly expensive game that I just think that it's going to take a while for more users to get access to it for it to pass Dwellings. And I think that 4-year age gap is a big reason why Dwellings is rated higher.
So, is it rated that high because more people have rated it? Is that why it's that high?
Well, Andromeda's Edge is an 8.3 and Dwellings is an 8.1. So the answer is yes. So if equally as many people get Andromeda's Edge and rate it as they have Dwellings, and it keeps an 8.3, it'll pass it.
Because as I see, Dwellings has 8.8 thousand ratings. What did Andromeda's Edge have? Half as many ratings.
Exactly.
But there are
So
a lot
it's
of games out there that have more ratings than that, and they're still, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how that formula works out, like ratings versus score, and how that shakes out into a.
Like Dave said, you'll get the shit on my picks later. Don't worry. Don't worry. You'll
Plenty
be
of
fine.
time.
Yeah. I don't disagree with your pick, but I
But
think
you
given
did
more
disagree with
time-
his pick you disagreed with the reasoning for his pick.
Yes, I did. That's
Okay.
not the same.
Anyways, Tim.
No, I just wanted to make sure Mike was like good and done. Now, Mike, I dare you to defend this game. Okay? Because there is no way that there are 2,362 games only better than this one. There are way more than that better games than Scrabble. Scrabble's rated 2,363. That is
God.
way overrated. Way overrated. I could name just off the top of my head 3,000 games that are better than Scrabble. Don't ask me to do it. We don't have time. But I'm just saying this game. Now, let's put in Mike's formula. Mike, when does it say this game was published? Was it in the last 4 years or is it a little bit longer?
1948.
Okay, so people have had time to get on and rate this thing.
34,000 people.
Too many.
Yes.
It's too many. And it's an average of what on the rating?
6.3.
Ooh.
6.3.
Oh, come on, guys.
I bet when this first came out in the late 40s, people were chomping at the bit to go
Hold
to
on.
BoardGameGeek.com and rate this.
I agree. I agree. The internet crashed. The
it was not
internet
around.
crash. The great internet crash of 1943 when everybody ran to rate Scrabble.
Yeah, didn't come back until Al Gore rescued it.
Oh, God, thank God for Al Gore. Jeez.
Yeah.
So anyway,
algorithm. So.
I gotta say, upwards is superior in every way.
Far superior. Yes. We need far superior. Now, I didn't check to see if Upwards was ranked higher or not, but if it's not,
Upwards
it's criminal.
Is better. That's
is it ranked higher? Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike. Let's do some research real quick.
I think it funded on Kickstarter in like under an hour.
Upwards is
no. Wait a minute. That's not the Upwards I had. What's this deluxe 2007 edition?
Let's go. Yeah, that's the fancy Kickstarter one that they were just talking about.
Everybody went all in on those plastic bits. Yeah.
Yeah. It took 7 years to get it from China, and now everybody hates it. So they review bombed it.
Now, what about Words with Friends?
Okay, calm down. Listen, we're talking about Scrabble.
Yeah, but that's basically Scrabble, though.
Yeah, that's a mobile game, though.
Yeah,
that doesn't even count.
Yeah, that's a mobole game they made.
Yeah,
into
this is board
game.
game rundown, Mike. Not let's play
a board game.
Oh, it's on there. What the?
There's a board game version of Words with Friends.
Oh no.
2012 it came out? Holy cow.
Oh, no.
I saw this at Ollie's one time.
Oh boy. Yeah, is that when you
And
bought
I
what
it,
do you mean?
$4.99.
Oof.
Oh, wow.
Mike won't spend $20 on like somebody's Kickstarter, but he spends a quarter of that on Words with Friends at Ollie's. Did they trick you? Did they like mark it up to like $25 and then they had it like crossed out and like $5 and you're like, I'm saving $20.
Yeah.
Probably.
So I should buy this. It's basically a steal.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I'm making money by
yeah, exactly.
I actually bought legendary Big Trouble in Little China at Ollie's.
Oh, you know what? I would buy that in a heartbeat if I saw that at Ollie's.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. All right, so Scrabble. Oh, also, in case Eric's still watching, I wish Key B had 5 games out right now because I could put every one of them on my list.
Overrated.
Don't step on my honorable mentions, Tim.
Oh, sorry, Bob. Sorry. Okay, yeah, I'll pass it to Bob.
Okay. Well, I probably wasn't as strict on the criteria as you guys have been, and it, like Jason said, it came down to the games that I kind of find annoying.
That's totally fine. Hey, look,
Run with it.
Yeah, just.
But my number 5 probably falls into the overhyped. I think, which would Slay the Spire. You know, I enjoyed playing it when we had it, but when we had it on the channel. But overhyped. You know, 2 years ago at Gen Con, it was everywhere, and then this year there was only a little booth with it. So not sure exactly, but you know, my thoughts were more, you know, try to be controversial a little bit, but
what? Sorry, Bob, you're breaking up.
Yep.
Can't hear you.
Bob's crying.
you know,
Bob's wiping his face with his Slay of the Spire playmats right now.
So, you know, it's a video game, you know, adaptation. You know, the only thing it had over the video game was pretty much a cooperative mode. And to me, it was very, very thick as far as like presence. There was way too much. It was a slog to get through. And, you know, and it seems like just kind of as a dungeon crawler, it should have been a little bit faster the way we played it.
So are you just basically saying that Slay the Spire is 2023's version of Words with Friends, the board game?
No, I wouldn't rate it that bad.
Oh, okay.
That's true. It
I'm
was
just
a
trying to
mobile
hurt
game.
Bob. I am really just trying to hurt other Bob.
As I said, when we first played it, I enjoyed it. But when I was thinking about it, I'm like, well, it just seemed to take too long. And you've got a ton of setup where you play on a mobile game or on your console. All you got to do is hit a button.
I never played the mobile game, but
It's overrated.
I really feel like now, like, I don't know if you had the collector's edition or not, but like they did a really good job with the storage, and there's a spot for everything. Like I just pull, here's your deck, here's your deck, here's your deck, and like it only takes us 10, 15 minutes to get everything set up. And
Jay did get the $180 collector's version, and all the pieces are beautiful and everything. It's just came to like I said, it's just the amount of time it took to kind of set up and then get through. And I don't mind complex games, but it just kind of thinking back, I was having a hard time finding like 5 games I didn't like. That one I thought, maybe I'll be a little controversial and say
My only
Bob
problem
is the
with
Ned
Slay-
Flanders of the gaming world.
my only problem with Slay the Spire is the PC game costs $8. That's my only problem with it. The board game is $180, $200 if you get all the super deluxe stuff, which I have to do. I'm a completionist. I can't know that there's things out there that I can't have.
Same.
And so
Same.
my only real issue with it is the PC game is just so much cheaper. And I, also when playing the PC game, I don't got to put up with my Bob's whining. It took too long to set up. Oh, I'm dying again.
show us on the Spire where it hurts you.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, if the Spire doesn't hurt you, you're doing it wrong. Whether you're playing PC or the board game. I'm a big fan of both. But I get it. I understand.
Someone was asking
it's
what
your
the
list
Spire,
too.
Sorry, someone was asking what the Spire did to Bob. I'm like, depending on the angle, a Spire
Right.
can do damage.
1 in a million shot, Doc. 1 in a
Right
million
up-
shots.
Right up Main Street.
It's a Fusilli Jerry right there, man. It is.
And so for the record, that is Evan. Evan is a designer as well from Portland. He co-designed After the Empire.
Oh, is that on anybody's list?
Not anymore.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's on my shelf. Down there. I have
Nice. Yeah, mine's right there.
Sadly, my After the Empire sits on my shelf of shame, or as I heard it recently called, the shelf of opportunity.
Yeah, that's for wimps. It's a shame. Be ashamed of that shelf.
Yeah, it's the shelf of opportunity. Y'all set, Bob? Am I up?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll pass it along.
All right.
Next time we come around, they'll probably skip me anyway. So
No skipping. You got to name something.
The spicier, the better.
My number 5 game. My number 5 game is Marvel Champions. Marvel Champions, which is right here.
There. Yep.
Right there.
I could read it.
I don't get it. Is it a living card game? Is it a trading card game? I know this. I construct a deck, and then it's impossible to play with anyone who is not invested in it. You can't teach it to someone who doesn't care. You can't construct a deck for someone who doesn't want to play. And those kinds of games, to me, it's just, if I can't introduce it to somebody, if I can't introduce it to these guys who want to play board games, then it's got no value to me. And I've got a lot of it too. And I understand some of it's gone out of print and therefore it's worth quite a bit of money.
Mm-hmm.
But I got no time for it. Marvel Champions, unfortunately, to me is just a miss. It's a big miss.
I just sold all my Marvel Champions stuff.
Did you?
Yeah.
I got a ton of it. Like I enjoyed it. It is fiddly. And I think some of the mechanisms are super cool. How you have like the hero versus your alternate identity. Like I think that's a really cool mechanism. But yeah, like you said, it is hard to get people into it. The best thing is to have decks pre-built. And if you're like, no, this is Captain America's deck. You like Captain America? Here, play this deck. And then at least that way.
It's the only way to play with new people.
Yeah. But you see, even that, the problem becomes, I know what's in that deck because I built it. And the person I'm teaching has no idea. So they're playing cards. They're getting the combos all wrong. They don't know how it goes together. And it reminds me of the bad old days of collectible card games in the 90s. You know, anybody, I have to build them a deck. They don't understand how it works. They have to invest. If they don't want to invest, I can't make them. And so,
Carlos, it is a sharp learning curve. You don't need
Oh,
to
yeah.
know the lore. The lore is what brings you in.
Yeah.
The learning
Like
curve
art.
is why it collects dust on your shelf.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think I made Jay play it one time. I don't think I ever forced Bob into it. But yeah, that one is, it's highly
Boy,
rated on
he thought he
BGG.
didn't like Slay the Spire. Man, he would really be.
Yeah, this one's a lot worse as far as setup and everything else goes.
Yeah. I don't know where it is on VGG. I think it's top 100, but for me, it's
it's in the
it's
Mike
40s.
just had it. Yeah, it's up there.
46.
Oh, it doesn't deserve that. It certainly doesn't deserve an 8.1. Nope. See, and everybody agreed with me. That's how I know.
I
I'm
mean,
right.
I like it. I
probably
I
could
like
be.
it. I think
Yeah,
it's a good
I
game, but
like
it's so hard to table.
It is.
for
It
me.
is.
That's
And
why I got
just
rid of
think that
mine.
mechanism is super unique, right? Oh, you're the hero. I'm attacking you. It's like, oh, you're your alter ego. I don't know who you are. I'm scheming. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's just super cool about the villain. So
it's interesting. It is, but it's no, doesn't deserve where it is. So
Sold mine without ever playing it.
there you go. So we have 4 people who've owned it, 3 guys who've moved on from it, and 1 guy who's just got it rotten on a shelf.
There you go. Sentinels of the Multiverse. That's the way
Stephanie,
to go.
you've never played Marvel Champions? I have one for sale.
Do you
Barely
ship
used.
to Asia?
Yeah, the
it's
shipping
a
to
lot of
Asia
shipping.
might get you.
Because that's where he's at.
Oh,
You were so close.
Actually, Tim, if I remember correctly, so we go to this like kind of locally it's hosted in Indianapolis, kind of small invite only convention, and that's nice, Bob.
I know. I got
There's-
the wooden insert and everything.
Wow.
There's like a really sweet flea market, and this geek list ends up having 800 games on it by the time you end up going. It's a great place to pick up a really good deal on used games. I sold my copy of Marvel Champions on there, and then Tim puts his copy with all the stuff and sells it to the same guy who then offloads my copy to someone else.
And Mike's mad that
Mike-
Mike's mad that he sold the copy he bought from Mike. I'm like, who cares? It's
Oh,
gone.
I wasn't mad.
That just
I
means
his
Tim's
money.
copy was better.
he paid me. I didn't give a crap.
did
Yeah.
you sell it for
copy-
more than you sold
My
it to him?
copy's not rotting on my shelf, and I got money for it. That's all I cared about.
Yeah, same. I bought a bunch
Not
of
my
games I
problem.
really wanted with that money. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I got
Okay.
Age of Atlantis. I'm happy.
Huh.
That's a good get.
Hey,
Oh,
that's my second one on the list. Oh, never mind.
oh, shit.
No way, that game doesn't have
Yeah.
any hype.
I was gonna say I don't know that anybody knows about that game, but yeah.
I played it.
Oh, you have?
But I played it with a person who doesn't really grasp the rules of any game, and so it's debatable whether or not I actually played the game.
Yeah.
Fair.
I played a game with those pieces. So
What I will not even do is go. What I normally do is go. Well, did you at least have fun? Because it sounds like you did not have fun. And yeah, Eric, Age of Atlantis does have a great first player marker.
That was Jake.
Okay. That's funny. You're pointing to Bob right now.
No,
Yeah.
I'm pointing at you on my screen.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
it's like
Bob.
the other way. It feels weird, but like, see me point at Tim, I look like I'm pointing at Mike, but I'm pointing at Tim.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So
There you go. Yep. Now you got it.
yay.
Am I pointing at you now?
No.
Nope.
Touch
You're
fingers?
pointing off
I'm
screen.
pointing the other way.
Yeah, you're
There you
pointing
go.
at
Now
Bob
you're
if you go around the world. But everybody knows the Earth is flat, so you
The
just
old-
straight out into space.
The old reach around. The old,
Well,
that
back on the OnlyFans.
that
family
famous
program.
live stream phenomenon. Okay, the game I'm going to go with for my, I guess, number 5 would be Apples to Apples.
Hey, there you go.
I barely even considered this a tabletop game. I know that it's very popular, but I think the mechanic of the judge, basically when I say apples to apples is bad. I know that it's not rated high on Board Game Geek, but you might find it rated higher on people's like lists of games and like best family games and things
Oh,
like
I
that.
love this game. Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
popular though.
I think that there are a million other family games that if you want to get together with, your young cousins or something and play games, Apples to Apples is like the representative of all games with a judge in it that will be sacrificed in the name of all those other games with a judge mechanic in it. So, I mean, the game is okay. I mean, it's when we first time I played it with the family, it was semi fun, but it very quickly the downsides popped up.
I'm not a
So-
big fan of those judge mechanic games where it's
Yep.
just like you put a card down and you can't say anything. It's one thing if you can like debate your position or fight for your card and why you think your card is better. At least there's something more to that. But when it's really like I'm not going to say any other games because it might be on somebody's list. But
Thank you, Bob. Good job.
Yeah. But yeah, where you're just like putting down a card and you're just hoping that somebody picks yours. And you're just kind of playing to the judge, like it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of those really.
And invariably we'll play with someone where, your word is, painful, and someone puts down a card, fuzzy bunny, and some judge is going to be like, oh, fuzzy bunnies are very painful to me. Like, okay, all right, whatever. Let's just do it completely random then.
Yeah,
no
I'm just gonna shuffle these up and give you one.
Yeah, there's always people that think it's hilarious to, just say
Pick the
something
dumbest
off
card.
the wall.
Yeah,
Yeah, pick the dumbest card. So
any of them.
games.
5 games.
Any games.
That would be more fun than playing apples to apples.
Yeah.
I mean, we even tried playing sour apples to apples, which is supposed to be, edgier. No, same thing.
Edgy,
Yeah,
edgy apples. Okay.
The Granny Smith edition, whatever.
Grab apples to apples.
That's sour.
Yes. Yeah, well, we don't want edgy apples to apples. We're getting into Halloween time. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember those stories from way
Razor
back
blade
Oh.
in the apple.
Razor blades and every apple.
They're in everything. It's
Yeah.
bullshit. Not once have I gotten drugs in my bag. Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly. Who's
Yeah.
giving away the drug?
Yeah.
Who's giving away the drugs and why did I never go to that house?
Right.
This is horseshit.
Remember, kids, if someone
Yeah.
gives you drugs, say thank you because drugs are expensive.
Yeah, you just got to
Right.
move up to Michigan, Bob, where it's legal.
That's right.
Those were expensive.
They were. All right, Mike.
Yeah.
All right. My
Okay.
number 5.
So-
Both versions of this game are overrated. The first edition came out in 2010. It's ranked 109. And 100 spots later, second edition came out in 2020, and it's 209. And it is the gateway game that doesn't actually work as a gateway game, and it's 7 Wonders.
Ooh.
Almost put it on my list. I don't care for it.
The reason why this one makes my list is because I was really late to the party on this game. I picked this game up, I want to say like 2019. So well after it had won awards and been lauded and shot up the BGG ranking scale. I picked up this game to try to teach it to like newer gamers to get them into drafting. Failed. I think where this game struggles, number one, it's a draft, and drafting can be tough as a first time for like anybody because you don't know how the cards work off of each other sometimes. But this game also introduces the icons that can be kind of confusing to some people, particularly all those science icons that you sort of have to remember. And it just as a gateway game, teaching it to people that are not super familiar with games, I've never had anybody that's like, ooh, let's play that again, or I want to go buy this. This is great. If you're looking for a drafting game that is a great gateway game, I would say go get Sushi Go. I still love that game. And that game always goes over well with newer gamers. I would even throw It's a Wonderful World into the mix. I would rather play that than 7 Wonders.
I mean, I'd rather play It's a Wonderful World over a lot of games.
Indeed. But as far as what this one, I believe, was it now, maybe not back in 2010 when it first came out, was its intention. But I just have never really had this be a home run with any group I tried to show it to. I wasn't that enthralled with it, so I moved on from this one pretty quick. 5
Maybe it
plays,
was
off you go.
Mike, it was your lack of enthusiasm. If you could have sold this a little bit better, I think you'd had a better time. But you're like,
That's what
there we go.
We're
Now we're gonna do
and
this.
then I guess we're gonna draft some cards.
Whatever.
See, I'm
And then
gonna
round
disagree.
2, you're gonna do it again.
I really enjoy Seven Wonders at a high player count. At a low player count, it's definitely a dud. But at a high player count, if you can get 6, 7 people playing it, and what you end up then with is multiple strategies playing out at different groupings of the table that you can't, or you can barely impact. I really enjoy it at 6 and 7 players, but yeah, at a 3-player game, it falls on its face. It does. But
I would never try to introduce people to a draft game with this one either. So I mean, I agree with Mike that it's not a good. It's not a good way to get people fired up about games like this. I think it's a little bit too advanced.
you stay right there. I'm coming over to your house.
And this is fair from Evan too. It's probably Gateway Plus, but I mean, I've even showed this to people that have played their share of games, and it just, I don't know, it never really went over very well.
It's just weird with the mechanic too of how you're, playing against, who you're playing against, and you're not really involved with certain people across the table, and it just, that's kind of weird also.
So Jay's over there.
So yeah, overrated in every sense for me, and both editions overrated, and the second edition is already 209. So, all right. Back to Bob, and now we're on to number 4.
So my number 4, it's kind of low-hanging fruit. It gets picked on quite a bit, but the fact that it's so expensive still, and you have to immediately upgrade the game. And this game just keeps climbing. And it's number 7 right now. Terraforming Mars does not deserve to be number 7. I'm just saying. The game is okay, better solo. But it just takes too long. You can play some of the expansions to help try to speed it up. But the deck is like this tall. There's a million icons. And it seems like you can never I'm going to go for this strategy. And then no more of those icons show up the rest of the game. You can't really cycle through cards that quickly. And yeah, it does not deserve to be number 7. Sorry.
I think Terraforming Mars is one of those games that is rated high because no one wants to admit that it's too much for them.
I just can't with Terraforming Mars. I like it solo because it takes too long otherwise. And yeah, I mean the components are famously terrible.
I like it, but it's overrated.
My number 4 has much better components than Terraforming Mars. More people have played it, yet at 10,813, this game is way overrated, and it keeps getting made. And there's all these different versions, and there's just so many better implementations of it. So why is this? This should just be removed from the list. And I'm talking about Clue. I played the hell out of Clue as a kid.
I just think hitting all the mass market.
I just think that, look, I've got the Grinch Clue over here. I probably, I owned a really nice
Tim, you're part of the problem. You keep buying all these weird ass versions of it. They're going to keep making them.
Hold on. I was sent that weird ass version to talk about on a show. But anyways, to play with my kids. But yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, the movie's better than the game.
Clue peaked with the movie. That was it.
Spend your time watching the movie instead of playing the game, and then go play a really fun deduction game, like anything else.
Chronologic.
Sure. I haven't played it, but I'm going to bet that it's better than Clue.
Yes.
Not going to say that in whatever year Clue came out that it wasn't, groundbreaking. But it's time to be put out to pasture. You're done.
First of all, Clue the movie is actually going to be back in theaters like next month. So
I know, and they're showing it.
Oh.
Yeah, and they're going to show the different endings. So, like, depending
Yeah.
on when you go, you're going to get a different ending. You're not going to
Right.
get the whole run of the endings, which it'd be
That's-
amazing.
Second thing about Clue the movie, I
Ah.
had just heard that
That's awesome. Thank you, Katie.
apparently there was an ending shot where Tim Curry is the one that kills everyone.
Killed everybody,
And,
but then they
yeah.
cut it completely.
Right.
Yeah.
And third, have you ever played Awkward Guests? Awkward Guests is a better
Yes.
version of Clue and really is kind of thematic to what we're doing here today. But I played Awkward Guests once. I taught a group of people to play it, and it went fairly well. And one of the players, he swore he figured it all out. I'm like, I'm sorry, you're incorrect. And
I
when
think he did. I think he had figured it out.
yeah, he did figure it out. I had just inadvertently placed an incorrect card into the deck. And,
hell yeah, even better.
Show you real quick the worst version of Clue. I bought this for a kid's Christmas present one year. The problem, and it looks cool, but the problem is when you try to make a 3D version of the Death Star as the board, you can't see all of it depending on where you're sitting.
It doesn't come on a Lazy Susan.
Yeah.
Like
it
Planet
doesn't
Unknown.
fit. You could put it on a Lazy Susan.
You should put it on it like I did with my Can't Stop.
But
It should come with it though.
$15 version of Clue and tracking down a Lazy Susan, which I didn't have at the time. Like, come on, this is detrimental to the gameplay.
Like, leave
But it
Come On
looks
alone. They didn't make that game. Sorry.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Clue is
I mean, it would be
painful.
on par. It looks nice, but it's detrimental to the gameplay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
All right, Bob, what do you got?
All right. Well, again,
Hurt
I
Bob's
didn't do a
feelings
whole
again.
lot of research, but my number 4 is Axis Allies.
Oh my God.
Dude,
oh,
hold
poor
on.
Bob.
Hold
Poor
on.
Bob.
How do I remove him?
Oh,
So
Bob.
You've
Bob, are all your
officially
guns locked
triggered
up?
the other Bob.
Bob,
He's
are all
the
your guns
anti
locked up?
Bob. What is going on here?
this is
I
my
have
reasoning.
something.
It was a house rule that this guy had made, but I guess my biggest complaint about it, I know it's a good gateway game. That's kind of got what me started with these guys, way back in high school when we were playing with it. But it seemed to me like every game had the same beats. Who was going to attack who was going to get their ass kicked, who was going to be running to Australia and rebuilding, or South Africa. It always seemed like it just had the same pattern. And I guess games have evolved so much now. I just don't understand why it's still popular.
I will tell you why it's so popular. Okay, so yes, it does kind of suffer from opening move syndrome, right? Because any kind of board that's going to start with like the same setup every time, people will find what could be optimal moves and want to make those first. That kind of makes sense, right? Like, oh, it's really smart to attack here because it's like really hard for them to take that back and so on. But like the strategy comes with like what different types of units do you buy? Where else do you apply pressure? And those types of things. And there's a lot of different versions. The maps are different. And then depending on where those lines are drawn, like sometimes you can make it from America over to Britain in one turn. Sometimes it takes 2 turns because the way the ocean is drawn. And even some of the other ones that have come out that I've played, they're hex based. And you actually have to keep your units in supply. So you have to have supply trucks adjacent to your troops if you want to move your troops. Otherwise, they can't move because they don't have any fuel or food to move. And so they've done a lot of stuff with it. And the original Axis Allies does suck, and I will agree with you on that because there's some dumb rules.
What I'm going for,
Dumb
it's
rules.
not the newer editions. It's one of the older editions.
Okay. Yeah, because the old, like, I
Don't
think
walk
it's
it back.
Bradley.
Don't walk it back. You hit
Uh,
it too
Well, I
much.
haven't had a chance to
has
play
some
the
really
new
dumb
one.
rule where like you can have a stack of transports and a battleship, and if I send all my planes out there, you can just like, well, I'll just soak all those hits on my transports that don't fight back. Well, my battleship just sits there and tears your air force apart. Gone are those like that rule set has been changed. Now you have to take hits on ships that fight back. Once they're dead, transports just get cleaned up and they get destroyed automatically. And that is a much better way to handle it. So yeah, they've done quite a few things how to change it. And like I said, there's like different boards where different, they break up different sections of China, or they'll break up different sections of like Russia to make it more interesting.
See, that makes me want to revisit it now. As the original edition, I would say no, because another one thing is what I didn't like about some of those games is you can get hit so hard early on in the game that you're just struggling for 3, 4, 5 hours, and then you finally get killed. And
I hear you. You're like, man, I really got to fight for these dice, and that can suck too, right? You have a really bad first turn, and then you're sitting there for 3 hours just trying to build back better, and
But I think
I feel like you played this game with Bob. I feel like you played this game with Bob Hooper.
Yeah. Well, I have a buddy that's kind of like that. Like we played one time, and he had a really shitty turn as Russia. I came in there as Germany and just walloped him, and he's like, "Well, I'll just quit." I'm like, "Really, dude? Like you haven't ever taken like Britain's turn or America's turn? Like you could like take a bunch of stuff out in Japan, then I'm gonna be hurting over there." Like, but
we did have a house rule at one point that we weren't allowed to attack the first turn or the first round because people would just get walloped right away, like you said. So
some of them actually, they try to increase the accuracy of the actual war. They don't allow Russia and Japan to fight because they had that treaty for a long time where they didn't fight each other. And that can actually, change up the way you play, because if you don't have to worry about Japan coming in the backside, then Russia can really try to push back against Germany.
Calm down,
but like the way we play, we just do open war and you can attack.
Yeah, that's how we always did it too. I guess on occasion we had people have certain alliances, but you'd always throw those out the window early on, anyways. So,
I mean, I think with these games, we have to be very specific as to, because when there's a property with 15 different versions, they're going to vary wildly.
Sure.
So I think that the original version of Axis and Allies, it's very, very near and dear to my heart. That was probably one of the first big games that got me into gaming, and I used to just absolutely love it. But like you said, there's a million pieces on the board the first round, like 8 pieces on the board for the second round, and it's just a dice chucker. So the base game, the first original one that came out, I think the only value it has is sentimental value. I mean, there might be other versions that are great, but I mean, we saw that with Horrified. Some are awesome, some are horrible. So
they actually fixed the technology bit too, because it used to be like you'd pay a bunch of money, you roll the dice. If you didn't roll right, well, you got nothing to show for. And now you get these tokens, and so you buy tokens, you roll a die for each token. If you succeed, you turn your tokens in. If not, you keep those tokens, and every round you get to keep rolling for all the tokens you have. And it's a much better.
You already changed their minds, Bob. Calm down.
I'm a little passionate about my Axis and Allies. It's been in my top 5 for a long
being edition
time.
Specific, it was the old edition.
I do have to interject here. Bob is complaining about a house rule that I had. I can't defend crazy shit I did when I was 16 years old. What can I tell you?
Should you?
Yeah. I'm just glad the internet wasn't as big as it was now when I was.
And that was just like 3 years ago, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Same.
Bob's top 5 games that Jason wrote.
But yeah, the house rules are on me. But what's done is done, 1991, man. What are you gonna do?
That's funny.
And when I saw that on Bob's list, I'm like, oh, a house rule edition. Like, here we go.
No. That's a shot at me. That's all right.
Yeah,
that's all right. All right. So this one's probably not going to be controversial because I doubt you guys have played it all. But my number 4 is Seventh Continent. The Seventh Continent.
I'm aware of Seventh Continent, but have not played it. Yeah.
Yeah, I have this like Kickstarter, but I haven't played it yet.
Don't.
Highly ranked. You're right about that.
I found the rules to be indecipherable. There's a save feature in the game that I was never able to figure out how to put it away and then come back to it.
We figured it out. No, we had it exactly 100% right. It just sucked.
Then it just sucked. I think the game is massively bloated. For me, I realize it's highly rated on BGG. What rank is it here?
That's
5 to 1,000 minutes.
152.
152.
Yeah, but it's I didn't care for it. Like I said, indecipherable, or maybe just indecipherable by me.
I mean, the save feature. Do you remember what the save feature was? Or the save mechanic was?
We played it years ago, man.
The save feature, the save mechanic, and they kind of made a big deal out of it. It's like, hey, you can put the game away, and we have this way that you can put it back to where you were.
Yeah.
And
you lose half your crap anyway.
According to the rules, it's like, you pack up the game, then when you unpack it, it's like, oh yeah, you have amnesia and you forgot everything that you did, and you lost all the things that you had, and you're basically starting over again. I'm like, that's a hilarious prank, but not when you're spending that much money on a game.
Yeah. If you got 15 hours to sit down and play through a scenario, then knock yourself out. But if you got to set this one aside at the end of the day, it was brutal.
I mean, that's kind of reflective of real life, though, because you don't play a game for 6 months and you have amnesia because you're like, how do we play this again? I don't remember.
Wait, are you serious that the rule book tells you there's a way to save it, and then when you come back to it, you actually lose all your progress? Is that a real thing?
You lose things. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's what I mean. It's a great prank, but I don't think it's funny when you're spending this much money on the game.
That's infuriating. Why would they tell you can save your progress and then ha ha ha?
Yeah.
Unless they come out, unless they fix that mechanic. But we played it when it was pretty early version. And we're three pretty smart guys. We understand English. We know how to read. So I'm pretty sure we're following.
Is that all it takes? Man, I'm basically Mensa then, I think.
It should take.
And just as a minor quibble, I actually got, when I bought the game, I got like the official sleeves that you can see the cards are in the abnormal size. So I got the official sleeves. If you sleeve all that stuff, you will not even come close to being able to put that back in the box.
Oh, Bob. Now you're speaking Bob's love language.
Yeah. Yep.
You're a sleever, Bob?
Yo, yeah. I don't know if you noticed my Marvel Champions, but like most of it is sleeve.
It's all sleeve.
Oh, yeah.
All sleeve. Yeah. So, hey, as much money as games cost now, I sleeve everything. Because
to me, it's like if I have to shuffle it a lot, it's getting sleeved. If I'm holding it in my hand all the time, it's going to be sleeved. If it just kind of lays in a tableau, I typically don't worry.
Yeah. We say that I always do a thing on components when we do a review for a game, and I always talk about how much a card gets played and whether or not I really would sleeve it. But in truth, most things I sleeve them, especially if it's like a legendary game where cards are getting a lot of action. Those all get sleeved, and it costs me twice as much to get a game as it would cost a normal human being. But I can't
buy it a second time.
As I've played Marvel Legendary like 300 times, those cards would be burned down to nothing by now.
I love Marvel Legendary. Yeah. And I've got
good.
mine sleeved too. So same reasons.
So again, another non-controversial pick by me. You're up, Jay.
Here's a controversial pick.
Don't hurt yourself patting yourself on the back there. You're like, oh yeah.
Real quick side note, when you talk about having amnesia and forgetting what you did, I always kind of felt like in video games there should be like an adult mode, because there's so many times I play a game, I get pretty far into it, and then I forget about it, or I sit down, or get busy, life happens, I come back 2 months later, I'm like, what were all the buttons again?
What was I doing?
Pop up like, it appears you haven't played in a while. Would you like to go through the tutorial again real quick? Like, yes, I would. Okay, now I'm ready to go again.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's a story game, give you a little recap, like
shows
do.
Oh yeah. Yeah, got to go online and research everything just to catch yourself back up.
Yeah.
And by the way, when Bob said he didn't like Axis and Allies, we lost like 4 subs. I don't get it.
that was all my. I have like an iPad, a phone.
Yeah.
And I just like no fun sub.
Sorry guys, I'll just see myself out.
Hey, that means the list is working.
Yeah.
Well, Bob, wait till you see how many subs we lose when I say what my next one is.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Because what I think is overrated is Ticket to Ride.
Oh, I'm with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's screw that game. I mean, it's a 7.4. I mean, that's ridiculous. I know that there's a lot of people that love this game. There's certain creators that have popped up in my feed that love this game. I don't love this game. It's just way too. I hate any game where you spend a long time, trying to do your strategy, and then, you're screwed and you're back to zero, and you cannot salvage any of the last 40 minutes. Too bad, so sad. Go away.
You have stolen my number one pick. That is my number one pick. I do not know why this game gets the love that it gets. And if this is why you did this deliberately to knife me. I know you did. Because I can't stand this
I
game.
love it.
You picked my number 3, so I figured I'd take your number 1.
Damn.
I will just say that I have ragged on this game so much that it would be too predictable for me to do it again. I'm right there with you. I do not get it. I do not get it, especially as a game where you can literally spend 90% of your turns just drawing cards, and then just play them all at the end.
I draw a card.
I don't see how that's fun at all.
I draw a card.
I don't see how that's fun.
I don't understand. This game does get a lot of love. I don't get it. I don't see it.
No, I'm with you.
Let me tell you, I own a copy of Ticket to Ride. I believe you guys know this. It's not on my shelf. I don't know where it is.
Uh-oh.
I couldn't even tell you.
It's at Jason's house.
It's
in the crawl space somewhere.
Couldn't care. It's not sleeved. Don't care.
That's how little he cares about
that's
it.
how you know how he feels about it.
He's gonna let it return to the earth.
Yeah. To the woods.
It came.
From whence it came.
Now, I will say in defense of Ticket to Ride that it is a much better entry gateway game than Seven Wonders. That's all, sir.
Oh yeah.
Low bar.
That's true.
Listen, I didn't say where the bar was. I'm just saying.
You ever play China Rails?
Mm-mm.
It's sort of a similar game. It's funny. I mean, the only thing that's redeemable about Ticket to Ride is that I look at a map, depending on what version you're playing, I know where San Francisco is. I know where New York is.
Right.
But, China Rails is like the same thing, but you're drawing cards. It's like, yeah, I'm going from, Lao Ming to Changshu. And it's a very detailed map. And so you're spending the whole time just scouring, studying, trying to find these places. And it's like a grease marker game.
Oh, okay. That's kind of cool.
Very challenging game on many different levels. But Ticket to Ride, boo.
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
Yeah.
Boo. All right, universally disliked, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Now we got to come up with number 1.
My number 4. I had a few different places I was going to go with this. I threw this one down as an option for number 4, and then I saw you guys had a review on your channel, so we're going to shift that knife in and we're going to twist it a little bit. This game, I believe, I am not really a fan, a very big fan of crisis management games. I feel like they lend themselves to quarterbacking a bit too much and take away a really good app and a whole bunch of nostalgia, and I just don't see the love for Return to Dark Tower.
I really enjoy Return to Dark Tower, but go ahead.
That's okay, Michael. A lot of people don't understand how to play the game. It's okay.
That's right.
I only got the one play. Like, it's fine. I don't dislike it. I just don't understand why it's many people's all-time favorite game. I don't. It feels. I think
there's a lot of nostalgia with it.
It was a lot of nostalgia. They did a good job with the tower.
They did a great job with the tower and the re-implementation.
Did a great job bringing it back, and that app works great. But it's just not a style of game I tend to enjoy very much, so it's low-hanging fruit for me.
What was that rating on BGG for that one?
It's 233, but it's an 8.2.
8.2. See, when you were saying your stuff, I was like, I disagree. But as soon as you said nostalgia, I'm like, yeah, he's right. I think it's just nostalgia that makes me like the game. And then seeing that 8.2, that seems kind of high.
I don't know. I think it's a very good game. The nostalgia will get you in the door, but really, that's about all it it has very little in common with its predecessor, which again, I don't know how old you guys are, but I had an original copy in the 80s of this game. And it's radically different. I really enjoy the new version. I like the different scenarios. I don't mind an app game. Mike, do you find you tend to don't like games that are app assisted or app driven?
I'm totally fine with app assisted.
Oh, okay. I don't mind the app in this game. I don't think it's very intrusive. If you watch our playthrough on this game, though, you will watch the last 5 minutes is the entire range of human emotion, where we're going to win. We know we're going to win. It is locked up. Nothing can happen, and then we lose. So
yeah, we were doing the dance at the 2-yard line.
Oh yeah.
You dropped the ball before you got in the end zone.
Oh yeah.
We were struck by lightning right at the goal line, and
But I do like this game. I think it's rated properly. I'm going to disagree with Mike on this one. I really enjoy this one. I do not have a copy of it, but I know
can run a little long.
It can run a little long. I don't have a copy of my own, but I know a guy who does, and he doesn't always lock his doors. So
there you go. It could be yours.
I'll just say I don't actively dislike it, and I don't think it's a bad game. It's just not a type of game that's for me.
That's fair. I can't argue it. How can I argue with that? If you say it's not for you, I can't argue it.
That's Mike's BS. Mike's BS rationale so that you can't attack him for the take you don't like.
That won't stop me.
Mike, he's a slippery one.
You gotta watch him. You gotta watch him.
It's all that sales experience. I always got to find a way to put a positive spin on it. So, all right. So, I got to twist the knife a little bit, right in the nostalgia, right there. Just keep twisting.
That really hurts.
All right, we are back to our Bob for number 3.
All right. So here's where my list gets a little spicy.
Ooh.
My number 3 is actually ranked number 3 on BGG. And I've kind of poo-pooed on this game a little bit. It's not that it's a bad game, but it kind of suffers from the same problems that Terraforming Mars has, with a huge ass deck of cards and too many tags you can never get copies of. Ark Nova does not deserve to be a number 3 game. I'm sorry. It's a fine game, but number 3, really, of all time? No.
Wow.
Sorry. Number 2 is strategy.
I love it when people feel attacked by the picks. Just with the little like, oh, or the wow, or Bob just absolutely flipping his table every time other Bob opens his mouth.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's interesting how like you have the 2 different scoring things. You're trying to get them to meet around there. That's fine, and like the action selection, how like you select one and everything else gets stronger. I feel like it was done better in that Civilization and New Dawn where I saw it first and where it actually came out first. But that huge ass deck of cards that you just don't get to see, like you see like this many of them, and the deck's like 4 times that tall. So it's like it's so hard to kind of build a strategy around something like that I don't care for it.
I can honestly say that I've never played Ark Nova. I've seen it played a bunch of times, and I've seen that deck. I know what you're talking about, and that's why as soon as you said it, I went like that. Like the deck is like this.
Yeah.
And
if you sleeve it, it's worse.
Yeah. And not only that, the wind will blow it over. And
my big meaty hands all the time.
Right.
Yep.
But it's one of those games that I saw, and having played a bunch of games, it's like, holy cow! It's like, look at this thing. It's like there's no way you're going to make it through all that. So I definitely hear you on that. I wish I played it. But under your recommendation, I never will.
I mean, it could take a long time. That's the problem too, right? Because like, I mean, you play with people who don't really know how to push endgame, and you're there for 3+ hours.
Yeah.
Now, if you know what's going on,
Wow.
you can push the endgame and make it done in like 2
faster.
or less.
Yeah, faster.
But, yeah. The thing is though, is like, especially somebody new, you're gonna be there a while.
It takes a while to get your engine going too.
It's a slog at the beginning.
It really takes a while. Yeah, that's my biggest issue, is just too long to get anything going.
Yeah, I've heard that, Eric, that the expansion does help get through the cards faster, and like I'd be interested to try it. I don't hate the game. You know, it's not like I think, oh, it's garbage. I really don't think it belongs at number 3. I don't. So
yeah, I don't think it's that good either. I agree. Yeah, I think it's fine. I think it does some cool things, but I'm not sitting down to play it because I don't want to spend all day just playing one game that I'm not like that in love with. There's plenty of other really long games I'd rather spend my time.
Agreed.
It has just enough going on that trying to get into it in BGA, there's a lot to relearn too.
Well, yeah, and then you're like, wait, crap, what was I doing? You know, because it's been 3 days since I took my turn. Yeah.
Right.
There's that. Yeah, you got to sit down and finish a game of it.
Yeah, it's got that amnesia rule. You forget what you're.
You remind me what my strategy was? Thanks.
That's not going away now.
You know, like multiple games of something going on. Maybe we haven't played in a while, but then it's like, okay, well, After Us was one. I was like, okay, what strat was I going for in this one? Was this the one where I was buying like all apes, or is this the one where I was trying to get these? I was like, get the games mixed up, but yeah.
I think that's fair.
All right. So while Bob was talking, I did some calculating, and you could play my number 3, I believe, about 1,000 times roughly in the time that it takes to play Ark Nova. My game is ranked 27,528, and I just refuse to believe that it is worthy of being that high on BGG. Because there are just so many other games, and probably they're all ranked higher than this one. But so many other games that just do this better. Yet almost everybody, gamers and non-gamers alike, own a copy of Yahtzee. Okay, you don't need to buy Yahtzee. You have dice. You can just play it. Yeah, there's just Yahtzee is just way overrated. Like, don't get me wrong. At my grandma's back in the 80s, I played so much Yahtzee, you know, like it wasn't even like we had score pads. It was like just little pieces of paper in there, right, to keep score and everything. We played it so much, but it's run its course. It's run its course.
They should maybe make a battle Yahtzee. That sounds like it would be fun.
No, you would think that would be fun. You would think that would be fun, Bob. Yeah. You would think you draw some really like colorful characters and maybe even throw in some cards for good measure. And I will tell you that game still sucks. So yeah.
Wow.
Tim had one strategy, and that was no one's gonna steal my games on my list.
Nobody's taking a single damn one. They're all mine.
I don't know if you know, but there was an episode where we did games about food, I think it was, and every single one of Tim's picks was about cannibalism.
No, it's not about cannibalism, because cannibalism is humans eating humans.
Sorry, about where humans are the food.
Thank you for the correction.
Like soy.
I will say Yahtzee is a game I've bought the most versions of, because anytime there's one that has like a cool dice cup, I buy it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've got this one. I've got a Walking Dead version.
That's called zombie dice. Sorry.
Yeah. I think this one would be pretty cool to have.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a cool dice cup. I'll give you that.
We have an Elvis version, but I don't really know what the what makes it really Elvis.
Well, you TCB in a flash. Did you get it at Graceland?
No, it's a Robitussin.
Unfortunately,
shake up the Robitussin.
It comes with a peanut butter banana sandwich.
That'd be nice.
The fun thing is then you get to shoot a bunch of guns. Whoever wins gets to shoot a bunch of guns at TVs when they're done.
The Elvis lore. You
I don't think that.
know your Elvis.
I do. One of my best friends growing up was a big Elvis fan, and I would find weird Elvis facts just to troll him. So yeah, I'm a super nice friend.
Yeah. Ooh, Hobbit Yahtzee.
Pull this version up to get the show canceled.
It's weird they chose like a goblet. Like, why? It's weird. That seems more like Indiana Jones, right?
And the Last Crusade Yahtzee.
Yeah, it's like, but that would be choosing poorly because that's
if you picked up Yahtzee, you chose poorly.
Yeah, but the Indiana Jones version has like just simple cup for your dice roller.
There you go.
That's
Well,
right.
it's because a ring can't hold dice, Bob.
It's true. But like, a tower could.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
I
for
guess.
sure.
Just a Schmiegel head.
Ooh, a Schmiegel head.
You could have like a fondue pot. You just roll the dice into the lava.
There you go.
There you go.
What'd you get? I don't know. Dice melted.
Yeah. All right, Bob. What are you gonna poop on my dreams now?
Oh no, it wouldn't be. It was actually a duplicate of Jason's. It was apples to apples, but I'm gonna call an audible.
Yes.
And because Tim made me think of something from when I played when I was younger.
You're
Boggle.
welcome. Boggle.
There
Yes.
should not be a game that's based on vocabulary where your 15-year-old, older sister who's a teacher plays 8-year-olds and just obliterates them.
Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. She may be a bad person. I'm just
Yeah.
I may be speaking out of turn.
She would bring this out and she'd be like, okay, you would go stay with her because she lived out of state, and she'd pull out this game and we'd be all like going, okay, I made the word dog, and then she'd be like, well, I made this 10-letter word.
I made anti-disestablishmentarianism.
So this is switch from overrated games to games that have caused Bob childhood trauma.
Yeah.
I don't like how loud the shaky thing is with the little cover.
Oh, it's so loud.
It's jarringly loud.
Yeah.
I hate to be an old man shaking my fist at a cloud, but
no, yell at that cloud, man. That cloud is too loud.
Down.
Our next list would be the loudest games.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sitting next to me playing a game. Whatever game I'm playing is the loudest game.
Unless we're playing a prototype that's made for kids, and then we're like super thinky and trying.
Yeah, that's true too.
It's funny. You mentioned loud. So I had this wearable thing that has a warning for like if I'm in a loud environment. And there's been some times where I've just been like hanging out with Jason, and I'll get this alert on my watch. It's like, warning, high decibel levels. Prolonged exposure could lead to hearing loss.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I've got another friend that's louder.
I'm writing all this down. Who's louder than me?
Hey.
Yeah.
Point him out to me. Show me him.
Sure. Challenge. We're going to fight in the parking lot. They're going to have a loud off in the parking lot.
Yes.
Yeah. Jeff is quite loud. My favorite story about Jeff.
Excitable.
What's that about?
When he gets excitable, he is very loud.
Oh, yeah. He's quite a few years younger than us. And when we used to go over to his house, I would hold him upside down and shake him. But that's
maybe that's why he was so loud.
Maybe
that's why he's angry.
That was last year.
Yeah.
All right, Bob. You good?
That was my pick, so yeah, I'm good.
Boggle.
Okay. Now, I don't know who this one's going to cheese off, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Do it.
Is Blood on the Clock Tower.
Yeah.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Social deduction games like that, and that one is like the deluxeified version of every social deduction game that's ever been. I do not like it. I don't understand why people like it. I don't understand how it gets rated this high, and it's torture to me. I don't care for it. I went to a board game night playing this. I was murdered on the first evening, and there I sat doing nothing for the next 3 hours. It's like this is a lot of fun. It's a good time.
So, I want to go ahead and say this was my number one. Yeah,
Wow.
and I agree because look at that, 85. It's
Right?
ranked 85 overall, 66 in strategy, and number one in party game. Really, this is the number one party game? Come on.
Not even.
Wow.
All I hear, Mike, is a bunch of crybabies. I don't really care about Blood on the Clock Tower. It's fine. I just wanted to talk trash.
Well, I mean, now is an appropriate time to talk trash because it's a trash game.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I won't.
You and me,
Segue
Bob.
point.
You and me.
I won't actually defend it. I like it. I don't like playing it with people that have made it their lifestyle game.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
agreed.
Like, this is the only game they play, and they play it weekly. And there's these metas, and they expect you to play a certain way. Not fun. I've played it casually with casual players, and I found that fun.
Mhm.
But with very, very experienced players, not as fun. My next question would be, how did you have nothing to do after you died? You still have a vote, and you can still talk to people.
He's anti. He was just mad he died, so he sat in the corner and crossed his arms.
But it shouldn't take 3 hours. That's misery.
Well,
Yeah,
that's true.
It's dumb.
Hour is where I cap it at. And even if you want to play like a game with 20 people, which can be chaos and can be fun with the right storyteller, assuming you know the whole group, it's still, if it goes over an hour, it overstays its welcome.
Mm-hmm.
For a social deduction game, I would rather play Mafia, Secret
Yes.
Hitler,
Yes.
even Hail Hydra is a better social deduction game because they're over in a hurry,
Mhm.
and it's what you just said. It doesn't overstay its welcome. Blood on the Clock Tower is really just, it's like, I don't know. I do believe what you said about the people who make it a lifestyle game, because the guy who was a storyteller in my case, I mean, the dude came out with wizard robes and a Gandalf hat, and he was ready to rock, man.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
People
like,
literally were on a cruise for this game. Then they just played it back to back to back to back to back. Like, it's
really?
yeah,
On a cruise.
on a cruise.
Wow.
It was literally the Blood on the Clock Tower cruise.
I'm gonna, that's a
Yeah.
cruise that I'm just high dive.
One's bad.
So you know what has occurred to me though is that I don't want to play anybody's lifestyle game with them. I just don't, because I don't care that much. I mean, I will like playing games and I want to have a good time, but like, I don't need that game to be my freaking identity. Like I like playing D&D, but I don't need to like wear Gandalf robes to 7-Eleven as I procure rations for our long journey. Like, no.
I feel like you're taking shots at my Axis and Allies hat and shirt I wear all the time.
Well,
No comment.
Yeah.
And I think that, speaking of lifestyle games, I think that's what comes back to Marvel Champions as well.
a lifestyle game for sure. It's got to be.
Yeah. And I like to think I don't have a game like that, but maybe I do. I think my lifestyle game is probably my father's work. I love that game.
Oh, I love that game. I don't think that's a lifestyle game.
I will just absolutely press people into playing it if I can.
That's a cool game.
It's a cool game. It's actually a creepy track. It tracks how creepy you are. So
Yeah. Mine starts really high.
Right.
I don't know why. Every time it just.
Anyway, Jay.
Yes, this one is really gonna tick myself off.
Ooh.
Because this
Make
is
it
one
yourself,
of my favorite
man.
games. Yeah, I mean, my mouth and my brain are kind of at war. But
Fair.
my next game is Carcassonne.
Ooh.
I love that game. I think it's a great, entryway game. I took it to like a little board game lunch that I started at work, and like one of the people that was just getting into board games, he like went out and bought that game after we played it. But I'm looking at the 7.4, and I was looking at some lists online where people had it as like the number 3 game of all time, and I'm like, it's kind of a simple game, and I don't know if it really justifies the number 3 game of all time. And if you look at the whole, the gestalt, all the expansions for that game, the expansions just make the game worse and worse and worse as you add expansions.
As it overcomplicates it.
Yeah. So, I really like the game, but I think it's doesn't deserve to be like a number 3 game. There's other really simple games, Cosmoctopus or the Abduction. Really simple. There's a game called Guildlands that might be too new to really compare with a game that's been out for as long as Carcassonne. But there's other games that kind of saw what Carcassonne did, and I think they do it a little bit better. It kind of it hurts, but I gotta say that it's kind of overrated, being rated at where it's at.
Hey, I like Carcassonne fine, but
I like Carcassonne a lot, but the beauty of Carcassonne is in the simplicity. You're right about the expansions bogging this game down to make it, you take what's good about the game and they threw it out when they started adding. What is it, up to 25? There's tons of expansions for the game.
Yeah, it's a huge number.
But I still love this game. It's still a great gateway game. I still use this to introduce new people to play to games. I actually use this one. My oldest son and his girlfriend wanted to play board games. I brought this out. Easy to teach, easy to play. I think it is. I think you are. I think you're fishing for controversy, my friend.
Oh.
That's a controversial statement.
That is.
I got two things here. One, there's 191 entries for expansions on this frigging game. That's insane. Two, I was never a big fan of this one, and not because of its simplicity. I just didn't find it that engaging.
You want controversy? What do you hear my number one game is?
You already stole mine.
Well, you stole mine, so I do want to say that Clock on the Blood Tower sounds like a Slayer song. Just saying.
Yeah.
It does sound like a Slayer song.
Big J would know that.
Yeah. Did you step on a cat, Bob?
I did.
Is Bella okay?
Yeah, she's really good at guitar, though.
Yeah, I bet.
So that's my my big debate with myself.
I love it.
For that one.
I love
Master
it.
Debater.
Master debater.
Yes.
All right. So my number 3, we've doo-dooed on this game a whole lot on this channel.
So why stop now?
Yeah. Then I actually started looking at games released last year, and I'm like, how is this rated so much higher than so many fantastic games that came out last year? And the one that I am going to discuss is ranked 591. Oh, it's moved up 2 more spots. It continues to be overrated, and it's The Gang.
I
just
love
don't
to hate
understand
this
the
game.
love for this game.
I don't either.
I mean,
I don't get it.
it's like I've played a lot of Texas Hold'em, a lot. And this stripped out all the things that made Texas Hold'em interesting to me. There's no tension. Yeah. And if you play with people that know poker too well, it's way too easy. Way too easy. You don't need special powers. You can start adding in the events right away. And, I mean, just the 3 of us breezed through this game very, very easily. And the reason I decided to put this on this list again is because I'm going to go back here. I just want to look at the games that came out last year. Okay, these are just 2024 releases. And here you are with The Gang. It's like probably about 20 on the 2024 releases. Okay, you're telling me it's better than Flip 7 or Rebirth or Skyrise or Windmill Valley or Shackleton Base or Captain Flip or Mlem or Cities or Imperium Horizons or Creature Caravan or Corsons or Stone Spine Architects? No, I can't sit here and take that. There's no way this game is better than any of those. Zero chance at all. And I was really, really hyped up for this game. I did a list of games you should buy at Gen Con. And of course, sure, I watched other creators do their lists. And some of my picks were influenced by watching their lists. And I was really excited. I stood in line. I bought this copy at Gen Con and it fell so flat. I traded it within like 3 months. I never understood why people love this game. I still don't. It's rated higher than Inferno. Are you kidding me?
Wow. Criminal.
I will say this. I'm going to agree with you that the game is overrated by the metric here on Board Game Geek for sure. But I actually do enjoy this game for one really good reason. It is a great way to teach people the hierarchy of hands, people who don't play cards. But I will agree with you that I would have a very difficult time rating this game as a game because it is just Texas Hold'em played slightly differently. But I
without
do
the fun part.
Without the fun part, without money. Well, you can always
taking other people's money. That's the best part.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if you guys happen to be in the Detroit area on September 20th, we're having a Texas Hold'em party for my wife's birthday. So please come on down.
Only if we can play the gang instead.
But I think that's the thing about this game for me. I'm going to agree with you. It's definitely overrated because I would have no idea how to rate this game. I like it for the value it gives for teaching people how to play Texas Hold'em. That's one of the reasons I like it.
Yeah, maybe that's the key to it because we all know how to play and we didn't like it. And I mean, Eric liked it every time, but he's always played with people who didn't know poker either. So I guess if you don't know poker, you might enjoy this game.
Yeah,
yeah. I'm like 40 picks lower. I'm still finding games that are better. Things and Rings is better.
To me, I think it's a poker player's version of the Mind.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah,
and the Mind is pretty clever. You know,
I'm still waiting for you to name a game that Mike likes.
I would rather play the Mind any day.
There you go.
Would.
Yeah. The Mind is awesome. I love the Mind.
Yeah,
great game.
I enjoyed the game when we played it, but we only played it a few times, so probably get sick of it after a while.
You know what I enjoyed about the gang, in all seriousness, is when we put it back in the box and we're like, "Oh, we're done."
I think that was
fit nicely.
It's higher than Chronologic and Clank Legacy 2.
Yeah, there's no way.
And Nova Roma and Fractured Sky and Draft
hold on.
Right Records. There's no way.
Hold on, Mike. I'm going to use your own logic against you.
Not enough people have seen it.
Not enough people have ranked Clank Legacy 2.
Because they're still trying to get to the first Clank Legacy, Tim.
Right. Exactly.
It's better than Loot.
Yeah.
This is what made me put it back on the list. I started going, wait a minute. This is crept this high up the ranking in about a year. Yeah, a little over a year now because it was a Gen Con release. And all these other games are way behind it. I
can tell you why, Mike. I know I have the actual answer.
Oh, what is it?
It's because all those weirdos who really like Blood on the Clock Tower rated it so high got on there and rated this. Because no, I shit you not.
Bob actually has a point.
The people who went on this cruise, I've talked to multiple people that went on this Blood on the Clock Tower cruise. In between games of Blood on the Clock Tower, they were playing this game, waiting for the next game of Blood on the Clock Tower to start. And so they all probably got online, created BD, and started rating it, thinking, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing!" And they just don't know anything about the
They're
game.
Also a bunch of white nerds that have never played poker.
They are all three people. They're all like,
throwing.
Higher than Pinfire Delve Callous Lab in 3 chapters.
Still looking.
He's not going to stop. He's not going to stop.
3 days later, he'll still be scoring.
Yeah.
All right, I will. I'll.
Now that Mike's named every other game on my list, I'm just kidding.
Don't worry. I'll put this on another tab and I'll keep digging.
Oh, well, thank God. I was worried that Mike was going to have to stop complaining about all the games ranked lower than the gang. I was really worried that was going to.
There you go. Blood of the Gang Tower.
Oh, thank goodness.
Blood of the Gang Tower. Gang on the Clock Tower.
Oh, boy. Okay.
All right.
There you go.
Now we got to get to Bob's 2.
Rant to be continued. Okay. Bob's 2. It's higher than No Hollow.
Oh God.
All right, go on, Bob. I was only going to do that once for now.
Okay. So my number 2. So this game is designed by, I'd say, friend of the show because he's been on the show, and I would say friend because I've had beers with him. But the number 1 game by Martin Wallace, Brass Birmingham, while a great game, I don't think is groundbreaking or anything to deserve the number 1 slot. I don't.
I haven't played it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I own and played both those Brass. I'm looking forward to the new Pittsburgh one coming out, but I don't feel like this is a number 1 awesomest best game ever type of game. I don't.
Bob, I need to tell you why you're wrong.
Okay.
You ready?
Because Martin Wallace is cool.
No, because
dang it. Oh,
the internet clearly says you're wrong. The internet says that.
Well, and we all know they can't lie on the internet.
No.
So.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, so one of my number 1 game is Anachrony. Okay. And yeah, it's worker placement, but it does time travel and it does it really well. And that is a unique mechanism that they work into a game that would, make it warrant a high ranking. And this game is literally just like a worker placement where you're doing some route building, and it's been done a lot. And I just don't think it, he beat out Gloomhaven a long time ago, and Tim recalls because one of the funny things that he said was, what was it? Suck it, Isaac, I think is what
No, he didn't say suck it. He just said take that, Isaac.
Oh, sorry. Take that.
Don't
take
make
that,
it worse.
Isaac.
Don't make it worse than what it was.
He said take that, which was funny.
It was funny.
But Gloomhaven was more, of an ambitious, endeavor. And I feel like that is almost a little bit more deserving of a number 1 spot because.
Oh, hold on. Here's the thing that pisses me off about board game nerds right here. Well, that game's too simple. It can't be good. No, go to hell.
I didn't say it's not good.
You just said that, Gloomhaven's got a lot more going on, therefore implying that because it is more complex and because Brass is so simple, basic worker placement, that it shouldn't be ranked so high. So, Bob,
I said it doesn't deserve to be ranked number 1.
Don't be that guy, Bob. Just say it. Don't be that guy.
I said I like the game. I own the game. I have the deluxe copy of it.
Don't be that guy.
I'm being that guy, I guess. I just feel like it's not. I mean, maybe 10 years ago this could have been like a number 1 game, but I feel like it doesn't do anything groundbreaking. It's.
Well, there can be there can be games that are simple and still engaging, and then there can be games
that
are
simple as
and
heck.
just dull. Like I love some simple games. We talked about the Mind. I mean, you don't get much simpler than that. Man, that game is fun. I picked up a game at Gen Con. I think it was Martian Dice.
Martian Dice is fun. Yeah,
it is so fun. I mean, I play that game. My wife and I played it like on our trip. Just like. Anytime we had a couple seconds, I'd pull it out of the backpack, we're like waiting for something. We just, we'd roll in the little box, because
it's no Yahtzee, but it's pretty good.
It's just simple. I'm always really impressed by someone who can design a super simple game. I think that if I were to try to ever, get a big enough ego that I think I can design a game, it would be like very complex.
Right.
But I envy these people who can come up with something that is so simple and so fun and so engaging and, so easy and fun to play.
Sure.
Well, and so that's the thing too. So something that Mike likes to talk about a lot is the CPR, right? The crunch per rule. Well, Brass still has a lot of rules to it. So it's not even that it's like a super well done simplistic game. It's just, it doesn't do anything groundbreaking, I think, that deserves a number 1 spot.
It should do more for the amount of rules that it has. I've not played the game. So.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, the original version came out like over 15 years ago.
Yeah, and it was a number 1 game around that time. I'm saying it could have been like it could have been like around then. That would have been that is awesome, right? And then they took that game, they added beer to it, and now it's the number one game.
Well, beer does make things better. I mean, come on, Bob. You've been to a bar and like you're looking around the bar when you first get there, and you're like, "Man, there is nobody here I want to talk to." You have some beers. The options are looking a lot better. Just saying.
Looking better.
Beer improves.
Hey, I think Eric makes a good point about the getting a bump for the art because different.
Yeah, Roxley knocked out of the park. It's a beautiful production.
They did a great job. They did a great job.
I've got them both for a reason. Like I said, it's a fine game. Like I enjoy playing Brass. I just don't feel it's a number one game.
Yeah, and and if maybe some people maybe got a point. Maybe some people are taken in by the awesome art.
Have you ever met anybody that has Brass as their number one game?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I own it, but I haven't played it. But I got the old version with the guy on the front.
Like, ugly as shit. Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't know. It's not that I don't want to play it. I just haven't had time. All right. Well, now that Bob has alienated every single person that has ever watched this show, just kidding.
Hey, we still have 19.
Yeah, there we go. We're doing great. No. Just kidding. Not at all. All right. So you know how we were talking about like lifestyle games. I don't have a problem with a lifestyle game. I just don't want to play people's lifestyle games with people whose lifestyles that it is, right? Like people that are obsessed with Blood on the Clock Tower. People are obsessed with apples to apples. It's their whole personality. It's obnoxious. So my game is ranked 29,025. And I am convinced that there are at least 30,000 games better than this one. And I am talking about the game of life, which is literally a lifestyle game. I mean, this game,
number one.
That was my number one.
Yes! I stole something off of somebody's list. This game has a podcast named after it. Blue Peg, Pink Peg. What? I mean, it's literally like named after the game of life. Blue Peg, Pink Peg.
Oh my god.
4.4.
But it's got that awesome spinner. All right. Not every game has a cool spinner.
Hold on a second. 4.4? It's that high? What maniac?
Two decisions the whole game.
What sociopath out there is rating this game a 4? Like, hold on. Like, here's the other thing is people got too much damn time on their hands. If you're like, I'm going to get on BGG and I'm going to rate Gloomhaven 1 because it needs to beat Brass. Fine. You love Gloomhaven, but you're like the game of life.
Refreshing.
Let me really think about how I feel about the game of life. And I need to get on the internet because the internet needs to know that I think this game is a 4.4.
Tim, you're giving the game of life the board game rundown bump that you don't want. All our viewers are giving it a 10.
Lord have mercy.
Everyone at Parker Brothers, they're little like their feeds are going nuts. You got to mention.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm refreshing for that 10 score.
What's wild is that I have played the shit out of this game as a kid. Oh my god, we loved the spinner. It was always funny to watch, my sisters just go bankrupt and we could just laugh in their face, and like all the horrible things and just like, it's like that old Chappelle Show sketch where it's like, I hope all the bad things happen to you and only to you, like that's kind of how we played the game of life. We just played it as mean as possible. And the spinner, if you spun it like fast enough, it would actually like float up a little bit.
Off the table.
Yes.
Well, we can say goodbye to Milton Bradley becoming a sponsor.
Well, look, you guys already destroyed us getting invited to the gathering because you destroyed Alan Moon's claim to fame. We're done. We're basically done. We're not getting invited on any cruises because we don't like the gang or Blood on the Clock Tower. We're not going to get to go to France to see Carcassonne or wherever France is. Carcassonne is.
Wherever France is.
Yeah.
Europe.
Oh, yeah, that's it. I think it's in the new Gulf of America. I think it got renamed recently.
God.
Thank goodness. Because I'd hate to have to learn real geography.
Yeah.
I actually have a copy of Star Wars Life, and
Ooh.
I played that one, and it is actually, to me, it's different enough that it is actually enjoyable. I feel like there's more choices that you make. I haven't played the game in a minute, but I remember last time I played it, I was like, "Oh, this is awesome! It's different." And I'm a huge Star Wars fan.
I'm not gonna lie, I would play that game in a heartbeat. If I went over to your house for a game night and you're like, "Hey, I got Star Wars Life," I'd be like, "Let's go."
Yes, that is a good Star Wars game, as opposed to Star Wars Trivia Pursuit, which is
I've got that too.
I've got that one, but it's like every time I play with my friends, it's like everyone just fills their thing, and the only thing that'll stump people is like, what actor played this person, this minor character. That's the only thing that would stump anyone. So
I just had some friends they were at a Comic-Con just a few weeks ago, and they cosplayed as a group, and I was so sad that I wasn't there, but they went as basically Cy Snoodles in the Max Rebo band, and they all went as band members from Return of the Jedi, which is a deep cut anyways. But anyways, sorry, you just were talking about that, and I couldn't help. I was like, that's all I could think of. It was so funny. But yeah, I would 100% play that. 100% would play that.
Sweet, yeah, we'll do it.
All right, Bob.
Yeah.
Well, just
all right, Bob.
to,
Hurt Bob's feelings again, please.
Well, yeah, but just to follow up to your life story, a few years ago when my son was younger, Life was his go-to game.
Oh,
and
heck yeah.
He would continually win. And he'd be like, I just have a superior strategy than you. I'm like, you have two decisions to make the whole game. Left,
Don't
right,
take that away from him. I went left and you went right, you dummy.
How do you keep beating you, Bob? Maybe you should let him go first and just follow him.
Yeah, probably. All right. Well, my number 2 is very similar to Apples and Apples. It's Cards Against Humanity.
Oh yeah, come
and
on, low hanging fruit.
All the reasons that Jason mentioned earlier. The judgment is all subjective, and you see people online. Oh, this was hilarious. They show the cards, and the few times I've played, out of like 50 things, there's maybe been 2 or 3 that have been really, really funny. Everything else is just kind of lame, just like the cards that they match up. It's not funny to me. It's just like, okay, whatever.
And
It's who can out toilet humor everybody else at the table.
Basically,
it's a race to the bottom.
The judge, what does the judge think is funny, and play that card. Yeah.
It's a race to the bottom for sure.
Yep.
That game's all about the journey, Bob. It's not supposed to be about like the judge or the final outcome.
How dare you, Bob? How dare you play a game to win? What the hell were you thinking?
No, it's not even that. It's about value.
Sorry,
you only get it like 1 out of 10 times. So it's,
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that game is very, very. You got to be playing with the right people.
I like playing Cards Against Humanity for about 20 minutes, and then I'm kind of over it and want to play something else. But
yeah,
I mean, I think that I've played cards that one of the times that I've laughed like the hardest in my life was playing Cards Against Humanity. It was just the perfect storm of that game and the right people and the right amount of alcohol.
Sure.
And it was just like we were falling out of our chairs laughing. So I mean, if a good game is one that you have fun playing, I don't know. But I mean, that's very specific. It's almost like camping.
Yeah.
Your camping is going to suck unless 100 things on this list go absolutely perfectly. And so Cards Against Humanity, I think, is the same way.
That was my number 2.
I think that game sucks. I actually have it as my number 2 as well. So instead, I'm going to pull an audible here.
There we go.
See, that would be funnier if it was reversed.
Pull some sexual attention out of the Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah, I agree. That would be funnier. That's already way funnier. I'm kind of laughing at it now, just thinking about it.
Sorry, Jason. Go ahead.
That's okay. That's all right. I'm used to putting up with your shenanigans. So I'm actually going to pull an audible here, and I'm going right for the jugular of the most beloved games of all time on this one.
Let's do it.
I don't know where it's ranked, but wherever it's ranked, it's too darn high. I'm attacking Settlers of Catan.
Whoa.
Oh, you said it wrong. It's just Catan now.
It's just
Catan.
Catan. Yeah,
Well, no, he likes Catan. He
Don't
does
get-
not like Settlers of Catan.
because Settlers is now negative, so it can't be on the board or it can't be on
Right,
the game anymore.
right.
But yeah, you got nothing but luck of the roll here. It's just, hey, you got rolled. Hey, you didn't roll. It's just your number comes up, your number doesn't come up. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, the game.
Oh, gee.
The game gets mentioned on Big Bang Theory, and now everyone thinks that they're I'm a super nerd because I like Catan now.
Yeah,
God, I hate that show. Is way more than I hate Catan. Sorry.
Catan is it's a fine game. It's a good gateway game, but that's where I got to leave it. If I'm playing board games, I'm not playing this. It doesn't even enter my thought pattern. It just really doesn't. And so I don't know what it's rated, but whatever it is,
Too high.
it's better than Yahtzee. It's better than Yahtzee.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So the question I always ask whenever anybody brings up
There we
Catan,
go, Bobby. I knew it was coming.
What do you got?
Have you played Starfarers?
Yes.
It's a much better version.
Yeah. Are you talking about the original Starfarer?
No, new Starfarers.
It's the
The new
newer
Starfarers.
one, but it's the same thing.
I played the original one. As a matter of fact, it's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see it right there. So nope, right there. But yeah, Catan, I even have all the expansions for it. I had Knights and Cities and I had Seafarers and all that stuff. And it's another one of those games. It's like, okay, now we've added too much. The joy of the game is in its simplicity, and they took it away with the expansions. But yeah, it gets way too much love. And I'm gonna say that I actually enjoy Big Bang Theory. It makes me laugh. So
Oh, you're allowed to love it. I just hate it. Thank you, Eric. Spoiler alert, my number one is Relative Space.
I just rated it a 10 on BGG.
There you go.
Oh, funny. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying about Catan. I just think that it's gotten itself into like the popular
It's in the zeitgeist now, right?
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
something. It's in pop culture now, and even people that don't know anything about board games have heard of this game because it's been on, mentioned that popular TV shows. I don't know. Oh, it's got the joke about wood. You have
wood for sheep.
Yeah,
they
and,
also
it's almost
on
like
Big Bang,
it's
on Big
Go
Bang
ahead.
Theory, they also play Campaign for North Africa, though.
right.
Yeah, that show didn't run long enough for them to finish it. Though.
No.
Thank God
it's
for
almost
small
like-
favors.
It's almost like the joke, people say, "Oh, you play board games like Monopoly." Well, it's starting to
Right.
become, "Oh, you play board games like Catan."
At least
you know,
that I
it's
would
like
go,
that's the only-
yes.
That's like the only board game that a lot of people even know. So,
Right.
yeah, I think it's way, way too highly rated.
I think it's just kind of run its course. And
Yeah, I
that's
agree.
kind of more of my feeling about Axis and Allies. And there was still a significant presence of that at Gen Con this year. And I'm like, oh, why? But as Bob explained, there's a lot more added to it.
Hold
So
on, Bob.
actually-
Bob. Oh yeah, here we go. Bob's going again.
So at
Ding, 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 ding.
Con, they release Stalingrad, and so the way that one is, there's actually two boards, and as Germany is moving in, because it's just that Western Front, and as they're fighting, and you get to Stalingrad, the other board is Stalingrad proper, and then you actually have to go through the streets and take different key points in the city itself. So
See, sounds a lot more interesting than the original. So
Don't try to
can
make
get
him
that.
feel better about your pick.
yeah,
I'm just messing with you.
it's better than the original. I mean, there is no
Yeah.
denying that. That is 100%. The original, like I said, that was the first one I played. It had some major rule flaws with it, and in these newer versions, they've addressed that. They've tweaked a lot of things. Like I said, different maps and yada yada.
I just want to
Again.
give you a hard time. That's all. Because you
Again,
get Bob worked up.
I cannot explain house rules I made when I was 16 years old. Get over it.
All right.
All right, Jay.
I support that.
Well, Jason took mine, so my next one is still going to be Catan. Not going to change. Screw you guys.
Yeah,
Audible.
wow.
Now I'm going to go with Villainous. I don't
Pick a version.
see the version specifically is
Disney, Marvel, yeah, sure.
I think
Yeah,
it was let's go
all of them.
yeah, we played Villainous, Disney. No, it was like Villainous.
Star Wars, I thought.
Yeah, I know.
And
Like
villainy. Yeah,
Scott, that was it. I know villainy was in the name, was kind of repetitive. So yeah, Villainous, Scum and Villainy. So it was like Star Wars, bad guys, and we thought that, hey, we're gonna love this because it's Star Wars, but it's almost like the current Disney version of Star Wars. There's Star Wars, which is cool, but now there's the, Disney version of Star Wars, which, not so great all the time. And I forget what it was exactly. Jason, you summed it up better about what we hated about that game when we played it, because there was something with the mechanics that. Wait, Power of the Dark Side? I don't know if that was the one. I think it was actually Scum and Villainy
with Boba Fett on it. I cannot remember what I said about the game when we played it. I'm sorry, Jeff.
There was something broken about the mechanic, but I just remember that. I mean, but regardless of that, it just, I get it. It's like a Disney thing. It's a Star Wars thing, so everyone can think it's really great. And it's a 7.5 on Board Game Geek, and I think I saw it listed as higher than that on best game lists. I just don't think so.
It's ironic that we have Catan and Villainous in back-to-back picks, because they both suffer from the beat on the leader, and then that makes the game take another hour, and it just needs to be done, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel bad that I'm drawing a blank here on the mechanic thing, but I think it had something to do with that, and it was just took way too long for what it should have been. It was just ridiculous.
Oh, there you go, Eric. 10 out of 10. Typical Key Games guy.
Still
there.
drink.
Yeah, Jay, I wish I could back you up on this one. I'm sure you're right. I can't remember what I said about
but
it.
I think that Tim had it. It was I forget exactly what it was, but it was something about it took too long because you couldn't kind of get that. You couldn't really finish if you're out ahead and you're kind of about to win. You're got a target on your back, and then it just takes there's just too many ways to
later makes the drag out.
Too many ways to kind of screw the leader, and but without really helping yourself.
Right. So you're not able to get ahead while you're pushing somebody else down. You're just spending all of your efforts stopping them from winning.
Yeah.
And
in the meantime, somebody else is sneaking up behind you.
And especially at 4 players, or so obviously we played it with 3 players. That's enough to have too many people doing that.
I can't remember anything. The only thing I seem to recall about that game is I was about to win, and Bob did something that caused me to lose, and then Bob won. So I don't like it either.
And I'm just realizing it was one of the first games I played on the channel, and I don't remember it much.
That's a sign of a great game.
That too.
Remember a single thing about it.
It was unremarkable. I mean, I remember I didn't like it, and I remember, I see that everyone else seems to rate it highly, so that's why I put it on my list. But again, I'm trying to think back to details of the game, and
No, that's a bust. That's a straight up bust right there. Nobody's really remembering anything about it. That's not a good sign.
I frequently bring up topics where no one has anything to say about it. That's in my wheelhouse here.
Perfect.
All right. So I'm sure Mike has has found another 50 games that are better.
Oh my God.
The gang.
Yeah, Mike's whole pick is just going to be talking about the gang again because he's not done.
The gang is ranked higher than Garden Geckos.
Oh, that's bullshit. Garden Geckos is good.
See, I knew I'd find one that would get you going.
Damn it.
All right. So let's talk about a trick-taking game. And this one has taken its lumps from us as well. But this game continues to climb and get more accolades and get nominated for awards. And I just do not understand the love for the Fellowship of the Ring trick-taking game.
It's because it's got hobbits on it.
The crew did this way better. And in fact, my hype for the gang was a lot of because of the crew. It took a tried and true mechanic, turned it co-op, made it really interesting. But the gang didn't work. But this one just borrows from the crew. It really does. I mean, it gives you like these special abilities, but it only gives them to you as you get further into the campaign and you unlock new characters who have abilities. But the abilities are more like, so instead of having limited communication like the crew has, this just has, you can trade one card before the trick starts, and then this player has to get these certain cards in their tricks.
Well, they only do that so that the game is possible to even win. I mean, that's the only thing. It's not even like, this is a fun ability. Let's see what happens. It's like, no, this rule is in here because if we don't put it in here, you are very likely going to come across a scenario you cannot win, i.e. the crew.
Yeah, we played through 7 scenarios, and but look at this thing. Golden Geek Best Co-op winner of 2024 over Slay the Spire, over Endeavor Deep Seas co-op mode. Come on. This one bugs me.
Yeah, it got some stiff competition in the co-op category. I've had not played this one, but if it's them are pretty big words to give it that kind of accolades.
I think Mike was just upset because the crew didn't get all these awards, but now this one has wizards and hobbits, and here come all the awards.
The crew won a lot of awards, actually, way more than this did.
See how defensive Mike got real quick? Damn, Bob, you had a nerve.
I'm actually speaking from facts. But I don't get it. We tried. We really gave this like the old college try. And
we gave it a lot of
7
it wasn't 10 hours
scenarios. And I'm like, is this going to get interesting? And it's like just more of the same. Here's a new character that can do this stuff. Okay.
I found it as interesting as the crew.
That's someone that just loves the Lord of the Rings and rating that game high for
that property has so much leg. That,
they have a new one in the hotness now too. They had it for sale at Grand Con, but
that did look cool. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I was looking at those.
A dice tower.
Yeah.
There's one other thing that gets me about this: Golden Geek Best Board Game Artwork and Presentation.
Nominated.
Beautiful.
I like the box, especially the holograph. Now
the cards,
yeah, those are.
No, you kidding me? You got to be kidding me!
It's like a 5th grader tried his hand at stained glass.
Oh, that's all kinds.
This is the best artwork from 2024.
Clearly, they didn't see Inferno. Just saying.
That is. I do not agree with that at all.
Right? It just I don't get
Gandalf looks okay.
And this came out late last year. This is already in the 300s. I'll never get this one.
I mean, art is very subjective.
Oh, 100%.
I can say that is not great art.
Yeah, I mean it's okay on like the landscape cards. Like some of these, I think it's not. I didn't mean to go in that far. They don't
Yeah,
have
get
a
in there. Let's get
halfway
granular.
zoom. I got to get in the butthole of the card instead.
Get up in it.
There you go. So like these, I think are okay. When you put stained glass on like a landscape
Mhm.
photo, it's not bad. But as your,
I mean, those aren't. I got to admit, those are a little bit better.
not much, but
Yeah, but still,
as
not
characters,
fantastic.
stained glass doesn't work for me at all. I think it's a weird choice.
Yeah.
It almost looks like they went with the instead of going with like the Peter Jackson look, they went with the old Rankin and Bass look.
Yeah, and that's
From, like, the
fine,
70s.
but it
Yeah,
does look
yeah.
very much like the
I mean,
But
I've
for the
seen
time,
games,
it was good, but nowadays it doesn't compare to.
and those
a lot
two
of
art
other
styles,
artwork.
those two art styles seem to conflict. I've seen games that have used multiple artists. I've seen a game with 12 different artists, but boy, they really come together, and it really
Mhm.
works well. But on this one, those are too weirdly disparate.
Yeah, so the Gandalf doesn't look bad, but those other two are terrible.
The beard looks cool. The beard looks cool. Yeah. No, it's not, Evan. I think Andrew's messing with us.
No.
Yeah. I looked. They credit 2 artists on this one.
Yeah, maybe they should have credited like 3 or 4. Maybe
Yeah,
got
Sam was not
some
bad.
other passes on this thing.
Anyways,
There you go. That's my number 2. All right, here we go. Our most overrated games of all time. Number 1.
all right. So my number 1 was Blood on the Clock Tower.
Yes.
Mistaken. I mean, the fact that that's 85, 66 in strategy and number 1 party game, absurd.
No, a party game needs to be accessible, and that game is not accessible.
Yeah, you're not going to take it to a party like, hey guys, I got this fun, great game that we're going to play. No, it's not.
Yeah.
In party games, give me a green team wins or just one or so.
Thank you. Yes.
Absolutely.
Like
Clover.
Yes.
those are party games.
Big of a barrier to entry.
So I've got 2 other honorable mentions here, or dishonorable mentions, however you want to look at it. And I think one might get mentioned by somebody else. So I'm going to go with this other one because I played it once and I was, we'll say, miserable playing this game
Ooh.
on this misery farm.
Yeah.
And for some reason, this game is not only ranked 83, but it's also ranked 61st because there's 2 versions of Agricola.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you
Well,
why.
one's the second edition. That's why.
No, I mean, I'll tell you why people rate it so high.
Oh, because it's a Euro.
Because they think they're supposed to. They're like, oh, this is a Uwe Rosenberg, like, oh, and it's got the Clemens Franz art. And so, like, I have to like this. If I'm a real gamer, I'm supposed to like this. It's like, no, this game is just, it's not fun.
No.
And it's ugly as hell. Like, relax. You don't have to like it. You're allowed to not like
better.
games.
At least Caverna is ranked up there. I think it's actually ranked between the 2 versions.
Yeah, Caverna is better.
But yeah, I don't know why there's 2 versions of this ranked in the top 100. That's ridiculous.
I think you hit the nail on the head. People like it because they think they're supposed to. Anyone that's ever played, they're like, "Oh my god, Agricola sucks. I hate that game." But Agricola, yeah, I think that's a great game. Yeah,
Agricola.
Yeah, Agricola. I drank some Agricola the other day. It really gave me gas.
Yeah.
hit pretty hard.
Yay, there's Chris. This show's a misery farm.
And the internet told Andrew to rate Agricola a 10 out of 10.
They're not allowed to lie on the internet.
That's right.
The internet told me so. But yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. So
That's
It's also
cool.
been a game that seems that it came out in 2016. Whether that was revised, that game's been around for a long time.
yeah, I think it was
Like,
2004 or 7.
That sounds yeah.
Like,
So it's run its course.
I think I got it pulled up here too. Yeah, 2007.
Yeah.
Oh, the
It's-
original?
Like, look, you're allowed to dislike the classics. You don't have to like it, because this game feels like homework now. It doesn't feel like, oh, I get to play a game.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. My number one tonight is ranked 2 spots lower than the Game of Life. It is 29,027, and for those keeping track, Game of Life is 29,025. There's got to be 30,000 games better than this one. But I will defend there are some versions of this game that are actually like not too bad because they do some stuff. I'm talking about Monopoly. Everybody, come on. Like Monopoly.
Man, yes. I saw that coming like something that's easy to see coming.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you've been paying attention to any of the games on my lists, it's
Bob
been
the storyteller.
Building up to Monopoly. I mean, come on, guys. We've evolved past this. And I will also say the new worst thing about Monopoly for me, really, honestly, in this like current day and age is not the game itself. It's the people that feel like they need to tell you that you've been playing it wrong. It's like, look, I've been playing this game in a way that has made it bearable for me and that I have enjoyed playing it when I was a kid. So I don't give a shit about the correct rules. We were playing it past the time.
Well, we know you don't care about the correct rules, Tim.
Thank you. Fair. I'm not gonna fight you on that one. But I mean, like, there's actually there was a version of the Lord of the Rings Monopoly that was actually really cool where you were. Oh no, wait, that was Lord of the Rings Risk. Never mind. There was a Star Wars. Nope, that was a Star Wars Risk. No, I don't know if I played a game of Monopoly that I thought was like a updated, cool version.
The McDonald's one.
Nope, that was rigged.
It was rigged.
It was rigged. People involved in that were scamming it from the start. So if you didn't know somebody, you weren't going to win. But no, I did. I mean, honestly, though, I played the crap out of this game with my sisters growing up. I mean, we played so much Monopoly. If I never have to play Monopoly again, like, hell yeah. The nice thing about the day and age that we are in is that when my kids want to play a board game, I could throw 30,000 other board games at them that I would rather play. And that I have in my collection and that are a lot better and that are going to give them a better experience. But I guess Monopoly is kind of important because it is synonymous with the hobby. There's no getting away from it. And so for that reason, it is definitely overrated.
Here's an interesting thing. On Prime, there is a documentary about the Monopoly World Championship. And throughout this whole thing, they're doing exactly what you just said. Well, you know, if it's taking you forever, it's because you're playing by the wrong rules and you're doing this and you're doing that. Well, then they get to the World Championship where they've actually altered the rules. They add another die so people can play it and have it be done in a reasonable time. You roll 3 dice instead of 2. It's like, you, by your own admission, the game isn't functioning properly.
Yes. But you are the problem. You are playing it by the wrong rules.
Right.
You are the issue.
Monopoly is a torture slog. There's no way about it. I don't think I've ever finished a game.
Wow.
Everyone, I don't think I know anyone who's finished a game. You just get to a point where everyone decides they're done playing, and that's it.
Flip the
when
table.
the first person quits.
Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah.
When the game flips, the game is over.
Yeah.
Right.
Like the win condition is written on the underside of the board, so that's how.
That's how you know.
You win.
I found it. I won. You're the first one to get mad enough to flip the board.
On our channel, we have a Monopoly short where Jay flips the board. It is in beautiful slow motion. It's a great short.
The dude's house that we use is like still finding pieces.
Yeah, he's still
later.
Hell yeah. Why are there still hotels over here? God,
yeah. Step on one of those.
Yeah.
I find my son playing Monopoly like a few times, like recently, and
that's embarrassing.
It's an embarrassment for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, look at all these games that I have, and
if you don't talk to your kids about Monopoly, somebody else will. I don't know if you're old enough to remember those commercials.
Oh yeah.
You don't talk to your kids about sex. I will. Like, oh,
Yeah.
calm down, creep. Please continue. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh no. It's just it's. I mean, the first time it was. It was first time I found him doing it. It was just horrible. I was coming upstairs, and his girlfriend was over, and there was some giggling coming out of their bedroom, and the door was shut. And I opened the door, and as a parent, I was just horrified as to what I saw. They were playing Monopoly.
Don't your kids know about sex?
I would rather you be doing anything than playing Monopoly.
You always think that that's stuff that happens to other people's friends.
Yeah, that's right. Now it actually has happened in your house. Wow, horrifying.
Yeah. Although in the last year he has redeemed himself. He's like stealing some of my favorite games and like taking them off to school. I was like,
there you go.
Dang it. So yeah, I'm glad the Monopoly made this list.
You're welcome. I'm just here to do a public service.
I was gonna have to audible it, but I'm not going to.
I got you guys. I got you covered. Listen,
right?
Low hanging, lazy picks. I got them. I got them.
I thought you were gonna go with.
I thought that was my job.
Yeah.
All right, Bob.
Well, my number one was The Game of Life, and we kind of already covered that. And I couldn't think of an audible, but I was trying to see what was in Bob's background just to name one of those.
Yes.
I can't read it. My eyes are so bad.
Just say anachrony.
Here, I'll help you out.
Well, there we go.
There you go.
There you go.
Pick one out of those.
There you go. There's History of the World. That's a great game. I mean, terrible.
We played the Halloween one last year in our gaming weekend, but I actually enjoyed it. So
No, I was about to say, you're going to hurt my feelings. I really like Halloween.
Yeah. Love me some hidden movement.
Yeah. And I probably should have qualified this early on. My cohorts have much more experience in the games than I do. I feel like I play like the role of, hey, I'm the new guy getting into this gaming industry or into this hobby. So I get the people that I could try to relate with, the new guys coming into it.
Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that.
You play the audience. You play the everyman.
Yeah.
You got to start somewhere. There's nothing wrong with that. And your opinions are just as valid
except
except for the ones that Bob doesn't like.
For my 5 and 4.
Yeah.
Bob appeals to our elder and angry loner audience.
The incels love him, right? He just gets great with that demographic. Oh, poor Bob. I feel bad for you now.
I'll just talk more about the Joe Rogan experience next time.
I'd invite you over to our channel, but I feel like we've already got a Bob, and the incels already love Mike.
Our for Bob.
Have two.
Yeah.
Do a Bob swap one day.
Bob's and Jason's.
Yeah, there you go. Bob swap.
Yeah.
Bob swap.
Well, all right. My number one is a game that it might be too obscure, maybe not, but the Lord of the Rings living card game by Fantasy Flight.
Not that obscure.
Is a nightmare creature. I don't know where it's ranked, but it's too high.
Wherever it is.
Wherever it landed. It could be, for all I know, 30,000 or so underneath the Game of Life. But that game, it's one of those games that I feel like, there you go. It's one of those games that I feel like, again, it's riding off of its property alone. It's riding off its IP. I don't mind a challenging game, but this game is like one turn loss, second turn loss, never had a chance, never had a hope. No way you can defeat this. It really is just it's a slow slog off a long or off a short plank. It really is. It's no good. I can't stand it. And for someone to for people to rate it as 7.7, oh man, this game is
unforgivable. They need their rating licenses revoked.
Absolutely. Sounds like you guys have played it. I don't know if you agree with that assessment, but
I haven't played that one.
No.
I played it a little bit, but again, it's a lifestyle game. I mean, you've got to commit. You've got to find all the stuff for it, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I tried it a couple of times, and I was like, I don't have the time or the emotional energy or headspace to dedicate this to like get out of it what maybe I think I want.
This game has this bizarre reverse power creep thing going on with the expansions, where the expansion comes out and it's much more difficult, but then like 3 expansions later you'll get the stuff you need to beat that expansion. It's like a reverse power creep. So it's bizarre. It's the theme I enjoy because Lord of the Rings is awesome. I think we all agree on that, but other than that, this game deserves to be hucked into the forest. From this
throw into the volcano of Mordor,
cast into the fire.
Cast it into the fire.
Definitely highly rated, 181.
Oh. Out of
Is it higher than the game?
What's that, Bob?
Is it higher than the game?
Is it higher? Yeah, it's higher than the game.
Oh,
It is higher than the game.
Where's Mike's outrage?
But of all of Fantasy Flight's living card games, this one it totally missed the mark. It's way too. I enjoy a challenging game, but I don't enjoy it's making me upset even thinking.
It's already got him the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
Go to the Hobbit where it hurt you.
Yeah. He's not allowed to touch hobbits anymore. They got in trouble for that.
Hi, baby.
That'll get you on the list.
That will get you on a list. Even just saying it probably got me on a list.
All right, Jay, you look like you got something up your sleeve.
Uh-oh, he's ready. Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm ready. Jason, lean in close to your speakers.
Ooh, I'm
Come
ready.
on.
I'm leaning in close to my
Jason.
headphones.
Lean in.
Oh, no. Jason really likes this game. I love it.
Come on, bring it on.
SETI.
Oh! Ooh, he's hitting him where it hurts.
Mine was Slay the Spire or SETI.
Yep. You want a 3-hour death slog while you watch yourself lose and just fall farther behind?
Hey, I already picked Monopoly.
SETI.
Oh, wait. Sorry.
I'm supposed to love SETI because I dig on this type of stuff. Carl Sagan was, a hero of mine growing up and all that. But boy, like I said, 3-hour death slog where you keep falling farther behind and you're never gonna come back. And the person who's in the lead is like, yay, this is awesome. And sort of like being in the Iditarod, if you're the lead dog, it's great, but 3 hours or 21 days looking at another dog's butt, it's not as
You're comparing SETI
great
to being the back part of the human centipede.
I was talking about the Iditarod. But that would that might be a fit also. Yeah.
Just because you lose a game by 150 points does not make it a bad game.
I feel like Jason and I have gone through similar experiences with some longer games. That's all I'm going to say.
And then you had to sift through like 3 hours of footage to edit it.
Yeah.
Oh, you made him edit it? You got to make somebody else edit that. You got it. Come on.
I don't know. The game is it's overly complex. And I know there's probably a lot of people out there that are like, well, I'm a real gamer and I love the big heavy games, and hey, if you don't like losing, then
get
good. It's like okay, fine, but in the meantime, I'm going to keep saying that SETI sucks until I get good enough to to compete at that level or whatever. But I've always said before that if I'm gonna lose in a game, make it quick. Don't slowly boil me in oil for 3 hours. And when you can see that it's not a surprise, who's gonna lose. And I'll be the first one to admit that I might not be very good at this type of game, but hey, if you love this game, then you start a YouTube channel and make it your number one game.
There you
Whatever.
go.
We were just talking
Your
to somebody who said
lifestyle
this
game.
was the perfect game.
The perfect game.
We'll call this the perfect game.
Oh, is that Jeremy?
I mean-
Did Jeremy say this was the perfect game?
He did.
Okay.
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 Here's the thing, Jay. I will say this: this game is overly bloated. It is overly long. It does suffer from the stack of card issue that we've already talked about with Arc Nova, for sure.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy it. I think it's a good game. It is a game that I do not have the completionist bug for because I know I'm never getting that expansion to the table, so I'm not going to buy it.
Oh, okay.
So I actually had it in my hands at Gen Con. I was going to buy it right then, and then I'm thinking, well, I play with these guys, and they don't want to play it, so why bother?
I will play this game on board game weekend, knowing that there's other games to come. But
Sure.
if it's like,
Yeah.
hey, you get 2 nights a week off from your job. Do you want to spend one of them playing this one game? Like, no, hard pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a very good game. I think it is far from the perfect game. It is far from the perfect game.
I do like the mechanics, but it definitely could do a little bit of slimming down.
Yeah. And Bob likes any game that the board rotates around. He always gives him something
Bob.
to do.
Well, Planet Unknown had the complete turnstile that Jay
Yeah.
was using like a
Yeah.
DJ.
Doing the DJ thing. Right.
There you go.
By the way, as a side note, Planet Unknown was on sale at Barnes and Noble for $25.
What?
Really?
Unbelievable.
That's a
I
I
would-
love that game. That's a
I would
great
buy
game.
it for that. I don't even love that game, but I'd buy it for $25. That's a great
Yeah.
price.
That's a bargain.
That game could have been on my overrated list, but
Yeah.
I decided to be a jackass with my list, so I didn't. Listen, we all got characters we gotta play, right, in life. So it's just I hate to disappoint anybody.
Yeah, it's funny because I love a lot of Czech games. There's
Yeah.
a lot of Czech games that are awesome. In my on my love list, but this one is just a miss for me.
How do we make it through all of this without Bob's Galaxy Trucker story coming out?
I was just about to say,
Because he loves Galaxy Trucker and he
I
thinks
love
he
Galaxy
thinks it's
Trucker.
underrated.
I love the game, but I'm just no good at it.
I love Galaxy Trucker too,
Yeah,
and I
so
don't think
good,
anybody's actually good at Galaxy Trucker. If they
I
are,
think-
they're cheating or they're lying.
there
Galaxy
you go.
Trucker,
Ha!
Galaxy Trucker thinks Bob is overrated, not the other way around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But Jay, I accept your SETI criticism. You've not hurt me on a personal level. We're good.
Oh. Boo! Try again then. Try again.
Yeah.
Say better things
Go
about
again. Go again.
And maybe if we played it more, but just it's hard to get on the table.
Yeah. So if you had My Father's Work on as your number one, that's where I thought you were going when you were leaning in.
Yeah, like
I was gonna say
come closer.
it's gonna take me 25 minutes to drive to your house, and you better be hiding when I get there.
Yeah, you shoot me in a dream, you better wake up and apologize.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, exactly.
I accept.
That's good stuff. That is good stuff.
All right, Mike.
Yeah.
What you got?
I just lost the
right.
lost the rest of our subs, by the way, Jay.
Yeah, I can
There
check.
you go.
Hanging on steady.
There you go. Perfect.
For all this trouble to get you some bumps.
Now they're all undone,
Yeah.
all unbumped.
Unbumped.
All right. So the gang is also ranked higher than 13th Street Crew.
Oh, that
all right.
game's okay. Yeah,
That was a good one.
That
Yes.
sounds like
All
a breakdance board game.
it should be.
It
It's
All right. So I had to go with something that I knew was going to get some reactions from my co-host. Both of these guys really, really like this game. And it's fine, I just don't understand why it's ranked so high. I really feel like it's because it got a reprint and got deluxeified. And that is because I am
Castles of
talking
Burgundy. Oh wait,
about
what?
Ra. Ra's fine. I mean, but it shows its age as a game that came out in 1999. Because when they reproduced this, they didn't make any mechanic changes at all. They kept
Because
the
it's
game
perfect.
exactly as it is, and then they just added Ian O'Toole art,
which automatically
and
takes it up a notch.
the bidding is interesting, but the set collecting, it's like, okay, this is what I'm bidding for. I really feel like for this game to have more legs for me, they need an expansion that adds more things that you can collect that has more dynamic scoring. And I think part of what made me put this on the list, well, one, I don't like it as much as the rest of the guys do. That's number one. All right, number two, this is the second highest rated Reiner Knizia game. Are you serious? You're telling me this is better than Modern Art or
Yes.
Medici or
Yep.
High Society
Yep.
or
Yep.
Lost Cities
Yep.
or Winner's Circle or
Yep.
Amun-Re or
Yep.
Mlem?
Actually, I'm trying to find
or-
one that's
Yep.
better than
I'm
Maybe
waiting,
or
Mike.
Reaper
Mike, when are you going to make a point? I'm waiting for you to make a
Yeah,
point.
I'm like, I
Billy
don't think
Fury
I-
or Witchstone. I can name a dozen Reiner Knizia games that are better than Ra. And
I've
I
been
just
waiting
don't
for you to.
understand why this one is rated so much higher than the rest of them.
Only Mike would be like, I don't find the bidding interesting in a 25-minute game. Like, relax. The game is super
It even
fast.
does the thing you like where you bid and then
Thank
that
you.
token becomes the token that other people are going to be bidding on. Like,
That's the only part of the game that's interesting to me.
Maybe
Like,
it's just
I gained these tiles, and hopefully I get enough of them to score 7 instead of 5.
yeah. So
That's called set collection, Mike. That's how it works. It's really weird. That's exactly how set collection works.
Give me, if I'm gonna bid on something, give me something like Modern Art where the scoring is dynamic every game. I don't know exactly how much I'm gonna score until I see how many of them have been purchased during the round. It's just, it feels like the exact same game every time I play it.
I can't believe I'm going to defend a game that, like, I love games that don't have perfect information. But Ra has pretty good information. It's not always perfect because you don't know what's going to get drawn. And I love the madness of it.
Ooh.
Hey, there's Tony.
Well,
That's
Tony is never late. He arrives exactly when he intends to.
That's right. What was that game that we played? Because I keep like you named off a couple, and I thought that they were these, but I'm not thinking that it is now. We played it over at Andrews, and somebody brought it. It was an old game, and it had like art pieces, and you were either going to like sell the art or steal the art.
Masterpiece.
That sounds like Modern Art.
No, I just looked at it. It wasn't that. It said masterpiece.
Masterpiece is an old like
game.
Milton Bradley game, right?
Yeah, super old.
I don't think it was that old one. No.
Cool game though.
It had a square board, like that's got a round thing on it. It was something like a high society or
It wasn't like Archaeos Society or something, was it?
no, man.
It was so good you can't even remember.
Well, it was many years ago. And we played it one time.
Did I play it? Is it the day? Was it the night we played the pirate?
We went over to his house and like he had a buddy that came over and his buddy brought it. It was the night with the boob cupcakes.
I wasn't there for that.
Yeah.
Oh man,
His wife is a lactation specialist or something. Yeah,
I
so-
know
I
his
tried
buddy.
to that field, but they wouldn't let me in.
Yeah,
I know.
Bob's like,
his
trust
buddy.
me, I will milk those.
I will.
So there's someone out there in Streamland whose audio cut out, and all they heard was boob cupcakes. His wife.
Yeah,
Yeah.
God love them because they're gonna have a great story to tell in the morning. They're gonna be like, I was watching this random live stream. And
Yeah.
Holy cats.
And maybe it's because you're not finding the version of modern art that you played, but I bet it is modern art.
You think so?
Yeah, because I know his buddy Paul loves that game, and that's who I played it with last at my house. I bet it is this one.
No, it didn't. That
No?
that whole explodey thing with the head. That no.
Okay.
It had a pipe. Like the dude that had a pipe. It was very. That's all right.
All right.
Keep going.
Was there a pipe on that exploding head?
Regardless, it's just another game that's better than Ra. So
Lies. Absolute lies.
Every day, more lies.
I've bottled up all this indignation just for Mike's #1 pick. And there we go. We just lost 25th Century Games as a sponsor. Way to go, Mike. Now I'm telling Chad that you hate him.
Oh, well.
Mike,
tell him personally.
Defense, but I haven't played that game.
Ra's just it's a good old game. I mean, that the only issue, Mike, I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, we didn't change any of the rules. We just reprinted it and made it look amazing since the old one was ugly. But the thing is, for what it is, you don't need to change anything. If you want a different kind of auction game, go play a different kind of auction game. If I'm gonna buy Ra because I knew Ra because I played the app version and I played the old version. Oh, hey, they're reprinting Ra. Thank you. Just give me that badass looking version of Ra with amazing components. Great. I'm very happy. Now it's like, oh, hey, fans of Ra, you should check out this bidding game because, yeah, Ra was cool, but we kind of found some of the things uninteresting. So we added some stuff to make it better. Well, that's a different game. That's not Ra. Just saying. If you're going to reprint a game, and I'm not looking at you, Restoration Games, because Fireball Island is a disaster because it's a toy. It's not a game. And that's fine. It's all nostalgia. But what they did right with Return to Dark Tower is they actually made it a game and made it like really interesting and updated it in cool ways. Ra did not need that update. But Mike, you're entitled to your opinion.
Ooh, Nightmare Productions, also a better Knizia bidding game.
Well, I do like Nightmare Productions a lot.
Battle Line.
I haven't played Battle Line.
Also better than Ra.
You know, it's interesting what you were saying about games being reprinted, because that's actually Hero Quest is up here, right?
Oh, yeah, I got Hero Quest.
And Hero Quest is a straight reprint from the 90s game.
I was kind of disappointed that it was a straight reprint.
Me too. It's because it really shows its bones. It's an old game with old game mechanics and things that have kind of gone away in our hobby. And they just straight up reprinted it. It's pretty. The box is really cool, and the organizer's nice, and that's all great. But I found that nostalgia wore off real fast.
Well, I think my problem with like Hero Quest in opposed to Ra is that Ra I could get for a reasonable price. Hero Quest was so freaking expensive.
Yeah.
You know, especially when like Hasbro, when you had to get on like Pulse, you know, or whatever their website was to like buy it. And it's like, oh my God, like it's just so freaking expensive for the same thing.
Yeah.
Now, if they had updated it, right? Because Ra was not unreasonably expensive. Like you can go and buy Ra for a decent price for a game that I feel like the game inside that box, the value is there. If you like the game and you like that style of game.
Except for that decade that it was out of print.
Right, because you overpaid for Ra. Not you, but people overpaid for Ra. Mm-hmm. You know, buying the ugly version. But I'm saying if you walked up to the 25th Century booth and bought Ra now, you are getting value for your dollar. If you walk into a Barnes & Noble and bought Ra now, you're getting value for your dollar. And that's my point with the Hero Quest. You walk in, you drop $100 on Hero Quest, you deserve a game that there are so many other games that have that many minis or more that are a dungeon crawler that just do it better because Hero Quest is 30 years old.
Yeah.
I love Hero Quest. I think it's cool. I was very, as a kid, I remember as a kid in the very early 90s, my mom bought me Hero Quest. We played the shit out of it, and then we went right back to the store, and I bought the Keller's Keep and then the other expansion as well, which I can't think of the name of, and was so excited, and then was like making my own maps and playing it, and just, you know, as a kid sitting on the floor, just going through this game like crazy. You know, whether I could get my sister to play with me or one of my parents, or I was playing it by myself. Like I was in it. But now I mean, I've got a whole bunch of stuff for Descent that I paid half the price for, you know, like I'll just play Descent 2nd edition or Imperial Assault or Massive Darkness 2 or blah, 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 you know, that just kind of built off of Hero Quest, but have done better.
Oh, speaking of Imperial Assault, that's right there.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I still
all of it.
I still shudder whenever I walk through a door.
Oh yeah, hell
playing
yeah.
that game.
Oh yeah.
Would you always have set up right in front of the door to shoot me in the face?
The very first mission
E-Web?
on
E-Web,
Imperial Assault.
E-Web,
E-Web.
yeah.
Yeah. Those good Star Wars nerds. The good Star Wars nerds know what an E-Web is. Yes.
Yeah, right behind the door. Go ahead,
Oh.
open that door.
You're a jerk.
Come on in.
Yeah.
Come on in. The water's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Mind if I smoke?
Oh my God. Oh,
Yeah.
trauma.
Yeah.
That's so funny. But yeah. No, Mike, you picked a spicy one for your number one. I respect that.
Yeah. Wow. That was
I respect that. I don't like it, but I respect it.
Hoity-toity. That was the game I was looking for.
Hoity-toity.
Hoity-toity.
Yeah.
One I have not played.
An art auction game?
Is it what? Art?
Is it? What's that game
Art?
about?
Is it an art auction game?
Oh, antiques art.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Hoity-toity.
Hoity-toity.
There you go.
Okay, then. Haven't played this one.
Anyways,
It's an old one.
but yeah, it's one of those ones where you're kind of like deciding whether you're going to like steal or buy or bid or whatever, and like you reveal your tiles at the same time, and it was fun when we played it. It just made me, what you guys were talking about made me think of it, and I was just like stuck in that. Dang it! I had to figure it out.
So
I was thinking
now-
of Cash and Guns when he said that.
Oh, I love Cash and Guns. Hell yeah.
That's
Now, Bob, did the boob cupcakes help
No.
or hinder your experience with hoity-toity?
I mean, I don't think I've ever had boobs hinder anything except for maybe my
Okay.
concentration.
Okay, fair. Just checking.
Yeah.
He couldn't even pay attention to the game. He's like, just kept looking over at the tray. Hey, Bob, it's your turn, huh?
Huh?
Bob's been all hoity-toity about his cupcakes ever since.
No doubt. But oh shoot! All right, guys. Well, this was fun. I will not apologize for my list at all. But it was like, because I was really racking my brain. Like, okay, how do I talk about games I haven't talked about before? But I wanted to avoid crossover, and then I was like, the more I thought about it, it's like, how can I just be a total jackass with my list? And then that's how I arrived. Is I found basically games that I still own somewhere. I own all of these games, and have played so many times. I probably played Monopoly more than I played my favorite game ever. You know what I mean? Just from the sheer amount of times of playing it as a kid. Night, Eric. Love you, buddy. We'll see you next time. I love to give him a hard time. He's a badass dude. He's great. Later, Nix. We're wrapping up anyways, but yeah, so that was like basically my list, but you guys gave me a good opportunity to do that, so thanks for bearing with me, and thanks for coming on. We just literally talked
Thanks
about
for
this
having
like
us.
3 days ago.
I like the meta game of, well, what am I going to make? I don't want to screw up someone else's list. So, I have to sort of dance around, certain things to, although I stepped on, I stole some of Bob's and Jason.
Well, sometimes
want-
that's the meta game though too, is like torpedoing somebody else's list.
So, gonna to have to make you rethink your list now when I take all your stuff off of it.
There you go.
But really, guys, thanks for having us on. We really appreciate it. We appreciate the bump, and appreciate the friendship and the chats, and all the advice you guys have given us has really been helpful as well. So we appreciate it.
It's mutual, man. I love meeting other content creators, and if anything we have done has helped you at all, then I'm really happy. Because I wish there were, not that like there were people not talking to us, but I just don't think we had access to like a lot of people when we were a smaller channel. And so for me, it's like, hey, if other channels want to collaborate, I don't care how big they are, like let's go, let's talk. Like if we can have a good time hanging out, like that's all that matters. So clearly we do.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. And shout out to your chat too. You had a nice active chat, and there was some funny a lot of funny comments in there.
Oh, we've got some awesome people that pop in. And there we go. Around the board. G3, check out Around the Board. We'll get you on. They're
Jason,
small.
contact them.
What? Me?
Yeah, Jason, contact them.
All right.
Daniel Connors, I'll put you in touch with him. He's awesome. He's been on the show a few times. I just watched your guys' episode on Fliptoons, and I was waiting for somebody to really hate it. But I really like that your curmudgeon who gave it a good rating was still like, meh. So spoiler alert for their Fliptoons review. You'll just have to go over there and check it out for yourself. But yeah, good dudes over there.
Awesome.
And
Cool.
Yeah. If you guys ever need anything, got any questions, like please ask. If we have any kind of answers, we'll definitely share them with you.
Now that we got your contact info, we'll be bugging you.
Yeah.
Please do. And I say this all the time, but we're all laughing and having a good time. So please plan on coming back on again sometime, because we like doing it. I like hanging out with people that we've got a similar vibe and sense of humor and dynamic and everything, and that always just makes for fun content.
I tell you something that really shocks me, and I said I wasn't joking before when I was like, we never do live streams. And I was looking at your stuff, and I'm like, oh man, some of their live streams are like 3 hours long. I'm like,
you don't realize it,
man. That we're gonna tank that, because we're after 45 minutes, we're all gonna be sitting here in silence. But we're like, oh my gosh, man, it feels like it was just under an hour, and we're at like 3:11 right now. It just
right.
What a blast, and what a good time we had. So comfortable, and so fun.
No, that's good. That makes me feel good. Like we always want to make our guests, hopefully just feel like we're all just sitting at a game table, right? And bullshitting and having a good time and talking trash. So yeah, it's always a much better show and much more fun for us when people can kind of pop in and they feel comfortable and can kind of let loose. I get it. You're trepidatious, a little bit at first, because you're trying to feel everything out and see that, but then before too long, it's kind of like our cattywampus game, right? Before too long, right? The walls are all down, and everybody's just put it out there.
Walls are down, the pants are off, we're having fun.
And Bob, just so you know, down there, you are still invited back, even though you hurt our Bob's feelings a lot.
I was going to say sorry about the
review. We'll see.
I was going to say, though, that we need to further our investigation into the Masonic Temple in board game stores.
I think that's dude. That's a great callback.
I wouldn't say that online, but I
agree. And again, a big thank you to all the people who have subscribed to us this evening. We really appreciate it. It does help us out. So yeah.
Hey,
absolutely.
hopefully it translates into more. Yeah. So that's very cool.
Yeah, maybe we do exist. I don't know.
Everybody send Mike your vacation pictures so he can tell you where the nearest Masonic Lodge / game store is.
Okay, here's a fun exercise for you really quick. I was in Oklahoma City for work last week. From where I was at the hotel, there wasn't of course, like I said, I always do a quick search on board game stores near me. There wasn't one near me. But I challenge you, Mike, to find one that is near a Masonic lodge.
In Oklahoma City?
Oklahoma City.
Okay.
So,
He's already Googling. He's already Googling.
Challenge accepted.
We seem like nice guys, but we're pretty competitive. And I saw the look of Mike's. Oh, Mike's like, oh, you just gave me something to. Oh, Mike's gonna be
he's
on
like
this.
that. He's like that. Who's that one guy? The Jose Monkey or something.
Oh yeah. Find me where you send him your. Where am I at?
Mike's the Jose Monkey of board game stores.
Dude, I love that dude's TikTok. It's so cool to see that stuff and how fast he finds them. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's funny
I'm
stuff.
always happy if I get the right country. Like, oh, thank God, I was like close. Well, guys, this has been absolutely awesome and a genuine pleasure to have you on. We'll get to do it again soon. I'm so glad I ran into y'all at Grand Con. So don't be strangers if you're ever in our area. If I'm going to be in the Detroit area, I will definitely hit y'all up, and we'll post your addresses in the link so people can go visit you. So don't lock your doors. They're just going to come in and say hi. Just kidding. Mike, what do you got? You got something?
Yeah, one thing, just real quick. There's this little town called Oklahoma City. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of it.
Is it in? But it's not in Oklahoma.
There you go. 1.2 miles. There you go. Does it need to be on the same block to count?
No, I'll give that to you. I'll give that to you for finding it so fast. I'll give that to you.
Nice.
They couldn't find a building that was connected, so they're like, we'll allow it.
I guess.
Underground tunnels.
Now, do you think people ever get mixed up and they do the secret handshake to get into the game store and not the, and they go to the temple to buy magic cards? They're like, damn it.
It might be the same.
It's a temple. I'm a cleric.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Well, I got that money with the pyramid and the eye on it. That means something, right? It still works.
Right.
Oh boy. Okay, well, before we get canceled, I guess we should sign off. Mike, Bob, you guys got anything else you want to say before we get out of here? Nope. Okay, check out all these fellas' links. They got all of the social medias and follow them. Stalk them. I mean, just comment on their videos. Tell them, say hi to them. If you see them at conventions, don't say hi unless it's your favorite one. And if it's not your favorite one, wait till that one walks away, so then you can tell the other guys how your least favorite one just left. That's right. That's
whoever walks away, just say you hate that guy.
Yeah, like ugh. The fun thing is you just can say Jason and you got a 50% chance of being right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you're good. All right, guys, this has been awesome. For the board game rundown, I've been Tim.
Bob.
Mike.
Bob. Yes.
Big Jason.
Smart Jason.
Smart Jason. See you next week.
Do you like to party?
I do like to party.
I also like to party.
I like to party.
A 7.3.
This is a great party.
Repeating.
We should party more often.
I do like to party.
Okay.
I also like to party. I also like to party.
I like to party. I like to party.
We should party more often.
Okay.
This is a great party.
Okay.